say Yachuma,
then Unjino. Oh, yeah, Chimani. And I said, for
Yabama, Woofring.
Yabama Yachuma.
Great, yeah, or Quangoma.
Such a four. You've done a quabrim pity, and I said, and I dance it, and I dance it. And Achima,
and I for you, a moment on across the moon, dear. Achim Asante, Achim,
Asante Achim for Yeni will Kumasi, we have been Kumasi de minimum.
Almost I could somebody any it was also Kumasi crew ben and free so.
And to be so coted
Kumasi crew.
By the woman,
baby,
because I hear the say appear do a menanum near dinner. Yes. Maybe almost so dear, maybe some bushing a penny.
Observe penny coaching.
I have to tell you, coach, maybe salad. Not yet. Let's get the headlines making news. Na Yem Koye Nim African Trade Summit 2026 and surge in small scale exports to 104 tons. President Mahama commends Gold Board and says that Gold Board is doing a fantastic job. Let's hear him.
In Ghana, I'll give you a simple example. We're exercising greater sovereignty over our natural resources. The establishment of the Ghana Gold Board has given us greater control over our gold exports. In 2024, total gold exports from the small-scale mining sector was said to amount to 63 tons. Of this volume, the foreign exchange repatriation accounted for only about 40 tons of the exported gold. 23 tons of forex did not come back. Since the establishment of the Gold Board in April 2025, exports from the small-scale mining sector to date have increased to 104 tons, with 100% of the foreign exchange repatriated through our central bank. Ghana is also increasing the participation of indigenous Ghanaian companies in mining and other natural resource extraction activities. Local content laws have been passed that make it mandatory for non-Ghanaian investors to partner with local companies in all mining and extractive investment activity.
Okay, that is His Excellency the President. On Government Accountability Series, Ministry has continued. The Ministry of Works and Housing Minister Kenneth Gilbert J says that the ministry has continued with its effort to complete the stalled affordable housing project across the country. Yenti onoso Ghana for bebre can say ye war shortage, a backlog of housing problems. Nipa bebre a dine ho asem kasa wo memu hanum. Aban no kura so ye affordable housing na Ghana ninjimin tobi. Real estate developers bebre na wo Ghana. Yesi wa ye real estate ukotobia. It is for the bourgeoisie. Say will be yesi wa ye real estate. Yaw. Uko calculate here. Just over $200,000. $300,000 and sana what to tobi. And no cry no ye kasi ye di amawa. Over 1 million Ghana cedis. And I will for lifetime. So it's like mortgage. Ghana mortgage in your Jumasa. And now Heinz is here. Single room self-contained. When you're fukra within certain areas, 1,500. 1,500 a month. The one you're 4 year 1,700. And no crana just say, well, baby, acquire a suburb
500 no way 3 no near the day
round the metro enti Ghana se see a problem kese pa ye emabuna wo mu nyini na ye bedi ho nkomo asante. What you will notice is why we are brand here now so be bo bra ansa na obetima ye settle so worry now I have 35 years enti ye wo pension babies nko a
35 years. No balance was saying.
What balance was why we are also pay young, the other fat 25. But open the no,
25 dollars when
not the sword into a bed down. The American ultimacy. Who 35 no yaw. It's SHS, they say, senior high school say, yeah. And you know, you call yaw.
Phone for.
So 7 nay.
O-level, A-level.
O-level ni A-level no. Unye school no. Na we did 28 o. Unye national service nwie. Na won people think mu go wa. Unye juma pa wo se na metimi ahan single room self contained. And then man say na ware na kotena single room self contained cross so be ware. Just a 2-bedroom. 2-bedroom oh. 2-bedroom so yaw. 2,000 a month. When you for 2-bedroom no 1,800. Unya bi. Yentie Works and Housing Minister.
My ministry has continued its efforts to complete the stalled affordable housing projects across the country. TDC Ghana Limited has continued works on 800 housing units under the PON Affordable Housing Project at Tema Community 26. These units are at various stages of completion and progressing steadily. To position TDC Ghana Limited as a key player in Ghana's housing industry, the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, performed the sword-cutting ceremony last year for the construction of the Oxygen City housing projects at Ho in the Volta region. This landmark initiative seeks to address Ghana's housing deficit through the development of 1,000 affordable housing units. This project is the first by TDC Ghana Limited.
Okay, that is Kenneth Gilbert Ajay. About 1.76 kilometers of storm drains has been constructed as of December 2025 to reduce flood risk nationwide. Works and Housing Minister and also gutters na was so mutire trimunum ni drains ni ade ase de be ya ensuo ntumi flood no. Omo bae no. Omo tima 1.76 kilometers. It omo ye adwuma. Wo se wai oba be ka kire.
These works have contributed significantly to improving the capacity of drainage systems, thereby reducing flood risk in identified hotspots. These interventions have resulted in the construction of an approximately 1.76 kilometers of storm drains as at December 2025. My ministry has been implementing critical interventions to reduce flood-related risks. Notably, progress has been made in the construction, rehabilitation, and desilting of drains across various regions. These works have contributed significantly to improving the capacity of drainage systems. These works have contributed significantly.
Okay. Enra na just a pandai de ebi su na ebi sere. Na ebi amuna na ebi so charge, na ebi su nwi. Supreme Court said that be. High Court in Sema or the year say Nindam won't to mean good now say or yam Rashabidwani and into no to me come Rashabidwafino. Watch him. It's a 4-1 decision. I could be a sieno. She see I said ne omo come Rashabidwafia. Rashabidwania or ye pandam Rashabidwani. Obet me a corner, may have sent you with the assistant at Tadie, no say the boa now. Yeah, when you see what court.
That the Supreme Court has spoken emphatically that the decision of the Tamale High Court was made without jurisdiction, and so the court has quashed it and is hereby quashed. So Honorable Nindam still remains the MP of the people of Pandai, so we call it still maintained. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I mean, the majority in Parliament say that they will consider the option of a review. They say they disagree with the decision of the court.
And for one decision, you can come up with review. Review, they will add 2. Therefore, will not change their position to be 4-3 in the likely event. So I think they should just forget about it.
I mean, there are those who say that, and in fact, they say
that was lawyer Gary Nimakon, Director of Legal Affairs for the New Patriotic Party, and all dismiss the quest from the National Democratic Congress lawyers said they will go for a review. And most often than not, reviews have not seen the light of day. And having a 4-1, if they add 2, it's going to be 7. The 4 will not change their mind. So at the end of the day, a very 4-3 into no review. No. But a bassa announce ya na court down bobo. And Tiabasa Dafiama also Kabie. Say the issue is not over yet. Why na buy NPP court no more money and fade bedu had a model mosre and now the elephant is there winning saying Yenti and Samoa lawyer Dafiamapo and so the tuja.
As a party, we are aggrieved by this decision, and therefore we will advise our candidate in the matter regarding the next step to take. But the court is a court of equity and of law. We should be interested in the Gazette notification published by the Assembly Press under the authority of the Electoral Commission that was brought to Parliament, for which people like me were sworn in. That cannot be a gazette that will be discounted by the court because it's a public document. The MPP cannot benefit from that gazette notification and come to court and say that that is not the proper document. You see, the MPP, when the Tamale court gave the decision, they called the court a kangaroo court. Today, when they got the court decision in their favor, they are singing the praises of the court.
All right. There is a group, a pro-MPP group by name Oak for President. Omanhene Japan Kennedy for President. And Modi Atuja said, Ghanaians are unlikely to elect another Northern president for 2028. Send the Omo can send the Omo to Kennedy. And no, the pro group. Now, Global Info Analytics and NRA, or then the final in Abigum. Now, or they buy region by region, or see or no, in the 7 years of research, at also say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is winning 14 regions out of the 16 regions. Or say 14 regions, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is winning. Now, Dr. Evans Dian so the abase. Candidate Japan Kwan the betima across 50+1. And it's a say no, credibility is at stake. Now if you wait so dear yaw. Woman can't wait now failing no asabe can for fracture you. Yen sinkete. If your prediction fails, we will put you where you are. We are sick and tired of no abeye eti nkoma yeti aye di wonti ana ya obo amakase wo so obi wa na sori begu okay mbusawo asante wan wo she nkoma ye kochi no kun
anti ne se ne sa na beba obi adanya ne a wo se onyame ba so ndaye na mo kiti confusion wa heaven say
no confusion
oh they baby say me because Nyankopon back
on earth no you can't create confusion.
The dream come from the heavens.
The dream, how did you know say
hey you was in Nyankopon na so ndaye Nyankopon back kro ya wo say
me problem but they say don't say confusion in heaven. Why can't confusion?
It's both heaven and earth. Because earth na ye ho kwenye brosro ma ye ne was azuzu ye bre. What they say there dey make ko Nyankopon say oyi bibia kire sofu bia won pe witnesses.
Nyankopon ayehu. Bo Nyankopon pa dansefo wom say asumasi yabo amadi adanse say we na maka kire wako asante ebo a. Iti asante ebo a be ka na say odi bi ka ho na say wa meka na say ne yi kire no a.
Yeah. Nyankopon you should disclaimer.
And na say you read tears of baako. Was it the dynamics of predicting about me? But if you want to
so for no. And they say no you post and you post.
Don't you post?
So post na because
you want to say and then you say ya Kennedy me pacho. Asofo. Yara Musa dam kwa me mo ache. Now I'm to say. Yeah, the body I see. But now, what can we see the piece? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, mantam do siano, obafamu do nine. Ebi mo si and ya na ba no 57 now didn't to yen crowd the ABO be chama brusu. Which them say? Beba Chotiminka. Okay. Beba Chot na bi busa say o see ye to abano memene da mantam du siano ye wura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be fa emu du 9. Na ebi mu ka se sa na tie dia na just 57% na wo de ne to ye kra na ebia obetwama broso. Wada roma uchire mu say
you me that say Mubekaya your final predictions no 57% for Bawumia.
That's right.
Plus 3% margin of error and I say -3 margin of error.
Okay.
Either 54 lowest or 60 maximum.
Okay.
But the model is around 57. Also, across all the regions now, they are indicating over a period of time. Our main numbers are not free those regions.
Okay.
In the last one, December, now Ashanti region was tied. But this time around, Bawumia a big gap for Ashanti region. Now, December, Accra was a bit close, but the gap was Accra. So on the plans of probabilities, we are saying that Bawumia will carry all the regions except Central region and the Volta region.
Now, Pepacho, dear na accounted for Bawumia to mean winning Central and Volta.
Okay, last election, Olusu Central and Volta,
Oh, yeah, yes.
So, a continuation of what we saw in the 2023 election. And the reason is that Central is about Kennedy hometown, and they cannot abandon him. Absolutely not. And Volta region, the effect of MPP is very low there. So naturally, some of the people who vote there are not for the system. So they can support the other candidates. And then again, Kennedy has a link to Volta region. Understand his wife from Volta region.
Okay.
And Amewu and Fu are supporting
Kennedy.
So those are the kind of big weights that are supporting Kennedy to make him a bit favorable there.
Your research, you know, Utie Kennedy in Crawford, almost say Ghana for SS or Motomanwa. I say, oh no, more penono. Does data support it?
Let's go back to the December national tracking poll. National tracking poll for December, after 14 versus Bawumia, and after 14 versus Kennedy. After 14 versus Bawumia, after 14 around I'm saying 58%. Bawumia around 38%. But we are at 14 versus Kennedy. At 14, 62. Kennedy 34. We are having a issue against Bawumia. The same, having a issue around 56 or 57. Bawumia around 40. But we are having a issue against Kennedy. 161. Kennedy around 34 again. So the data at this stage doesn't support that session.
Na se data no nkyerɛ sɛ Ghana force mu fa ne mra ne ento abama no.
You see, that may have been last time, but not every election are the same. At that time, people didn't know him very well. They've come to know both him and Bawumia, and they've assessed the situation.
Enti nei no obetima ka sɛ Bawumia ɛyɛ popular than Kennedy.
Look, let's go back to the same tracking poll. Remember, among Ghanaians, Bawumia was what? 55%. And among MPP, the same data, Bawumia was 73%. MPP support.
Oh, okay.
That is the data we have so far.
Okay. Na chese ebimo ebusa se u data any wo research fairly da But Yaka say say if it fails, is it say when who year answer say?
Look, the Owia polar. It is a lot easier to do national or national poll than constituency.
Okay.
It's much easier because national poll, the sample is drawn nationally, randomly. And also, you are able to avoid or minimize the margin of error because of the size of the population.
Okay.
And randomness.
Okay.
I am very confident in my national projection. Yes, we've got something wrong before in the past. You can say MPP we need second D. You can say NDC we need Takuradi. So no poster can be helped and correct. But on the national issues, we are very confident.
Executive Director, Global Info Analytics, Musa Damkwano Pay Bedasi.
Mr. Medasi.
Mr. Moa, Momo Modena said, be a best friend behind the sound of the mobile page. Because when you go to the Facebook, now almost say they were struggling to hear him. A faint. Timmy Pamcho, sound engineers, Mon try and working out. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, yeah, queer no. A Bank of Ghana, Ade Kyeɛ, Omanhene Yaw. Who chair Johnson the Siama. Ibimu ya kase, say NDC. Ekoye nole prosecute ija papa no. Onunkwa in person di enka wa eye. Mamene Dr. Dia enso twetwe nkomo. Dr. Mimwachi. Hello, Dr. Dia.
Hello.
Now, what poem to say? Me who your power swear.
Hello.
Dr. Bachotiminka.
Hello.
The Bachomon try na munyen ye my why. Now, Osha consistently. Papa Ibeye governor. As compared to Adam Fuya. Addison. Ya me enemy.
To come na.
Osha Johnson. Yenia Johnson.
Be afini obey
governor. All right. Dr. Dia me marching. Now, one poem to say. Okay. Doctor, what do you two just say? Won't you say more why you CP say Kennedy Kwan a bit me I jumped the Rubicon 50+1. Other posters I pay January to actually crash say on to me. Dear any when you swap panty I will say.
Wait a minute, I was say, the kind and your first one a diabetes journey. Kind of first one 2020 and September to October a year second one and October 20th to January 9th and your last one. Your first one here, your sample size of 1,000 and your second one your 2,000 and your last one your 40,908. Now the entire sample size so I my money and yes a sample no yeah then a Jumani yes a BB a friend of representation, scalability, precision and a reliability. The tier one says from one polling station a copy another polling station dynamics no into the more I will interrogate from one polling to the other, the more precise that for outcome possibility to be higher. The kind your research, no and your poll and I your researcher aims to strategy and intelligence.
Okay.
It develops different conceptual process.
Okay.
And it determines the purpose and the objective of the research.
Okay.
Yeah, research. 80% of us are non-partisan. Professors and lecturers, they are academics. It's what we said, Mr. If our constituency now what Ghana have, and our bomb, no, you pick from MP, no, a constituency executive, electoral area coordinator, and a police station executive. Fact, what I'm doing, police station executives. Also, Omomukoto Abanu Mutena, the Moon 9, a police station executive.
That's right.
In real sense, Abattoir, a polling station executive,
Abattoir.
And yet, a show and executive for Abattoir. Omukahu. And yet, making sure they capture and make that for the entire year, and say, yes, that's August. Then most of the delegates, are candidates. It's the last one, the itinerary of the country. It's the started with no Ahafo and Western North. The majority of the country, at least 3 years, no mean alcohol than that. Specifically, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Honorable Kennedy, Dr. Brian. The 3 and about central vote, and a so a call and a western region. Here, to call upper east, upper west, Tamale, northern region, and Savannah. The region I be a great cry, and I did actually the Duksha 20 a year now. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we are trying to get because yes, it's in the way and next a word this year. And so this is one of the most rigorous research. Yes.
Okay.
And capture the reality on the ground.
Mami Musawi. Oh, research, you know. Asante region. And they so more to Utie Musa Dankwa. Mami Moni Dinsa because Onoso Naba Bontna Wabeye something different from yours. Or say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is winning 14 regions out of the 16. Kennedy would take Central and Volta just at 2023. And no, what can I say?
Oh, so this year, and Obi Nyamino, Obi Tumadi, I am in the You may make one semester from here research. Dr. Mahmoud started August. Now we 7 regions. Now Dr. Brian from and Honorable Kennedy Japan. Yaba second one.
But Johnson Honorable Kennedy winning how many regions?
8. August.
Okay.
The bedroom September, October. And Dr. Brian Champon, the 3 with a better Honorable Kennedy Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 7. Honorable Kennedy Japan 9. The last one is the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 6. And Honorable Kennedy Japan 8. Specifically, Greater Accra, Ayadea, Owia, OMC say. Honorable Kennedy Japan Accra. In 2023, we had 17,200 against 19,000, which is just a difference of about 1,800. And other factors are, according to elections, but in 2023, the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa, he support the Vice President.
That's right.
And remember, say you're running an executive president.
That's true.
It's the president that Otumi appointing Nipa Mako 7,000. Paying the names of best supporting candidate. Yeah. also owns a 7,000 no any more million money no go on baby or sweet on the baby. Into 2023 no that dynamics no a different every 2026. And that is excellent to say on time will be party any your person. It's really appointed to know the bit of baby on the bit of baby on person. Integrated across that today, all our research shows from August to September till now shows that it is an emphatic pledge for Honorable Kennedy Yaw. Central region, Rota region, Sami and Sanwi, who we near already know, Honorable Kennedy Yaw and are more than 30%. Sami and Central Mabuke. And Kwano Benam to 30%. What the Ashanti, which Ashanti region has now, the formidable Shemanu, who had a grip over the region, and then only stay grip over the region. Because our national, Anna, Wejai, Ediama, Koka, who says Koka now, he might take over. Koka so say, or ye neutral, because he wants to present a united Ashanti region. It's Ashanti for the first time, no. It's an open market. Obi any government power and that is so much financial resources. Obetui, Epushi Obia. Dr. Yaw Adu-Boakye was one of the financiers in Ashanti region. Ojinane Fako. It's Ashanti region now. It's open, and our data is currently showing that a tight and Omumi no Obia no back cross 50%. Our Ashanti region.
Obia no back cross to say.
Obia cross 50% to Ashanti.
Okay.
But Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan, and maybe we need to pay out our data. But to me, switch. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the difference will be about 1,000 votes. But Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan, the difference will be 2,000 to 3,000 votes.
Okay.
Over Eastern Regional, Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will win. Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan against Dr. Barney Chapo, Dr. Barney Chapo will win. Enti abroad, Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan, 8,000 to a maximum of 10,000. 13,000 now can. Dr. Barney Chapo Benya mu 6 to 7. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mu 3 to 6. Enti abroad mu mienu efre hono. Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan the 8,000 to 10,000 after. Oko Central Region obey Union Party. Oko Western Regional Eboto and Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan. Oko Western North obey Union Party. That 6 regions here are marking Greater Accra, Ashanti, Eastern, Central, Western, now vote or better we. That 6 way in the performance of honor a minimum of 8,000 up to a maximum of 95,000.
Okay.
So within these 6 regions, Honorable Kennedy Yaw Japan will get a minimum of 40%. In China, Mekacho said the research work we are among 4 years. Almost a percentage without even nominal value. And Nuntina Onya Central is out of bank is Onya 37%. But what you say?
Matthias, yeah.
It is all Caucasian obeying Central. For example, now vote. No, a winning voter. Let's Greater Accra, or yet your year even last time, now. But your own 37 now. And pathologically,
it makes sense.
It is all consulted. Obenya 28. Then while you obey, we need Central. I said, voter. Next Greater Accra. Accra, after now, Western region is Bekano. Western of Bekano. Upper East, Boku Zone, Bekano. It is pure data analysis that you should know people don't.
Dr. Evans, Oka say, still, the Boko enclave, Ombetoma Kennedy against Bawumia.
As it stands today, out of the 5 candidates, only one person has the potential to cross 50+1. And that is Honorable Kennedy Onyejabo.
Dr. Ivanzi Amado Asianope.
That's it.
All right, gentlemen, let me quickly go to the monetary policy of the Bank of Ghana. Now you can't prepare. Oshare, when they took over 2025, key rates of the interbank was around 29 to 35. Bank, Bosiano Mode to me, if 29. Bank of Ghana's rate was around 26. Now, Etiba 22. As at September 2025. Ebaya neba 18. Ena ene omodi about 15.5. Reducing about 300 points. To 15.5 no a base rate. Bank of Ghana edi Emma Banks say obi bepe bosia susudi anofa gina ha. Never unsi hu ka ho. And our banks, so most of it are not. Omodi aka is either 8 or 10%.
And the Becca Bank of Ghana.
And the Becca Bank of Ghana, it is a Bank of Ghana, the end 25. Or the 10% in the count 35. Mostly depending on the risk factor and the business risk. Facility no babechino. Or they be at 10% count one. Ebe right, ebe pager the interest rate to 35%. Ya we nuti na you make say at the Johnson. Omo nyina so sensin o.
Addison Johnson.
Ya me boa. Enuti na 15.5 na ba sisi ano. Na me ti Asante ka say omo samra ne mra fom. Cote d'Ivoire ne ye neighboring countries. Amanone no. Ubetuma ko na base rate of government is 0.1. And now 1%. Or the big cow who said they are about 5% to be. It's over 10 cranu 6%, 5%, 8%. It will be a Cote d'Ivoire no nyina kwajebosiana mo ye one business. China for anything no mutimi so money ma. Their bank the monetary policy rate base rate 1%. China it be a 2%. It will corner bank nearly there 3% can humanwa. Or Kojibusia over billions of dollars and not millions of dollars, 3%. Whoa, Geno 25. Uber na compete. The competitive analysis and everything goes against you. On the mature. And until you know 15.5 no. Almost as why I do. See no T-bills. 11. 11.5 I'll say. On my tone of 14 point something. And Usha, they are doing a lot of the banking sector. Near me, and no pay crown say, almost a single digit
of the
policy rate. So, Ombenya come from now 9. It's a Kagana and Nico Jibosia. Say, lending has become cheap as compared to previous.
When what they were in Pence.
Now, what did they say? Our commodity prices about from prices of commodities.
My analysis. You know what kind of country Bia or put it under single they get inflation piano. The policy rate is a single they get.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, what you
single
inflation. Say inflation about 5.3. Say Sunday man Penyika just say about 5.3. So for me, I'm expecting Bank of Ghana crowd be 8, 9.
8 and 9.
9 in the base rate. Now, boy, am I quite 10 crown and I 12 umpa. And yet the best, but as an improvement. Yeah, hey, the tennis say, on say, I buy no, I can say, Martini and Masso, never a bathroom. Into a month for something near Maswa. What is telling us, they say, confidence, and I say, a month for your economy. The Bank of Ghana should start showing that confidence. So, what I say, won't put me with a Afedo Kwajibosia pa na at this rate now. Definitely, the Odigan will need any excuse not to reduce the prices further. What you say? To me point and opinion say, on money reform, a confidence. because we say amount for them to so drastically nyane chese as inflation no e besa kosoro as it is incubants on factors and some factors no kra no e free wa ye nyam sika sembesa agiegu but the Bank of Ghana may use ampa the amount for kan no kra the base rate no about 9 or even 8 because any African country biano world country biano put in a single digit biano ni base rate no so a single digit. And the person amount for confidence. She omayana yesu amount for say ambana spending. Government is not spending. And yes, I spend you. And I'm say okoto iron rod certainly 12,000 now by 7,000. So 5,000. I'm a case can me spend it. You better to name no. So I buy no my lending rate for individuals who go and borrow, and the money will come into the system.
That's right. That's true.
So what is it? Say base rate in a platform, a bus single digit, about 8 or whatever. Now, a bit a month for because 35. Madam for so Jebosia, 34 to 40%. Let me say, how is that possible? Now, a Juma Ben Ade Kyeɛ. So, and you know, woman and when any pay. A year pa amount for people who have the confidence in the economy. Obi is get from no capital be say giye adwuma na mesika bo man ni.
But today the
cost of home any dey o man obon home.
And dey nyame ni the cost of borrowing is down.
Messi Addison.
Johnson
yeah, Addison wo himpo ni ya wadamfo no. Ya mama so na mfo hu ni na
mfo nyina. Nwa say.
Agodra man ne dey o ze me ni obi a from me titi nyina na me mpeni afida obeso okoka se obetima ma dollar na ba 10 cedis na nso e ba enche be 6 months e be kosoro no e na hu se papa no se wo nwene ye ho adesi na no oye Bank of Ghana governor na mu se wo nwene ye ho NDC ba power ya wo de emfa so mo first 1 year omo ma dollar no etiye e de ba se 12 cedis so se de
about 10 about the number has been hovering around 10 12 obaga se o man peni be ka se dollar na ho odin ni cedi no Bank of Ghana to force any Johnson aka kire ne say 10 12
yes
na they will see to say
almost say omo man nyina 10
man nyina 10
and say be so be kai man peni jo mama ka say me anya adwin e be gina 10 ho no mo say yemfa so de enna ho no mo a na kota agina between 10 11 10 11 12 ho no mo
the whole year
the past by 2 we can say
e peja ni mo ko be 12 be na asaba
any that so ti hu
so now there is confidence in the importer say
the forex sector no
the forex sector no agina e to betima dia ya ni projections eno tin na adwadifo no sese ya no they have no excuse to tell us say old stock that old stock issue no munya kaya
we dey me so me dey so no so yes say all this while na adwadifo no ka bibi kire ye say sani ye ka dollar asem ye ka inflation asem ye ka ne ma bi asem say atete aba form no mu ka bibi kire say and reflect sa na bi kura ka kire say artificial niema ne ye hu no na niema bi wo no ma wo say Bank of Ghana any aban ne ye me sure say this policy rate ade we no na no so ye part of a niema na certain economists when be Bank of Ghana nim say so say inflation at about 5%. Wo say dollar ne nam 10 cedis. Wo say sa niema we
what about the lending rate
na wo bi ko bobosia de a wo di ne sa 20 something percent 30 something percent na ne be de na nipa no oton ade a o man nimu a wakyere niema so nyame adom Bank of Ghana for na tie emene so mate so a ye hwe ni mu say bia in the coming months in the coming days e be reflect we economy nimum e ma say bia me kwakwakoto de na no na guy bi ka sem say onti ase say na do danko akufo at the time na kunta insure ye no mi medium na ye 3 Ghana cedis
yes
insure ye no mi water no say 5 cedis meanwhile ye tikremo say dollar above from ye say inflation above from it me sure say this idea way by Bank of Ghana say ye te policy rate so or see who impact e wo ye say me ko top pure water me ko to sa bottle water na say o de ensan te ma 3 cedis a o say e bia be 4 cedis bi
ya 4 credit say ya hwade o
asadi bia ye no Ghana bia
na
but the import asa above from
amana esrem ne sechima no ya jira kra omubu afu ene aban no kra ka say aban na ma kodo but sesi ano dokro no 2024 na dokro ye 5 cedis yes ent bi da Other than they bought the 7 and 10.
Yes.
As Antimasem do.
And no crime,
And the size, no crowd.
And the size, no so, and no one will be. The question is, a bronum I a fool. Almost see a go cry and talk. And think I was that docrono. Price no air maintained, not as I can see. But now, 7 cities and not 10 cities. Say, body bebua. Kokoya what to twin.
Want to so.
Or the 10 cities are, and not 7 cities are. A fake cocono cravasati cocono lent and a
super cocono phone.
No, I say increasing no. A 3 more dear answer day.
Oh, my work, I say, almost an saying, Kusia Bebu pa. Kusia Bebu, you say Kusia Sote.
Kosiana Bebu Yao. Still are 3 cities.
And you know, what I say. And said your way, dear.
Osre say, Omo Muchi Kosiani or Momon Tonkosia Yanuano. Sebeti be crank, be on Moniano. 2-5 cities. So Bekaya.
I'm here for 5. That be on Moniano's house.
Osre say, Omo Muchi Kosiani or Momo Tonkosia Yanuano. Odia sa Odiawa. So who would it be DNA gas in one wine? And to the Communion Mienu 5 cities.
Yeah.
And be okay, but still.
Yeah, wait.
That's so.
Yeah, the goods you need and one once. 5 minutes now. So over so just say we gas no.
I say gas.
Oh my.
Yo.
Sure.
But for I said naturally we are wicked.
But what I ever was so to say. Bank of Ghana be catch say the policy rate on the about 15.5%.
Banks no so.
Akota on starting say be straight to banks and so commercial banks ni rural banks ni community banks ni omo mi
yesu margins no their margins
omo ku adwadifo no
come say facility a wo beji
the facility akota nipa na bia oyeni dwadi ni wonim no risk bia nse da ni ba bia ode ebi kura ne dan ni ade aba beto so overload dan na collaterals ebia eso che loan na oba beji no na rural banks ni commercial banks akota interest 51 40 dia 31 say and the risk factors the nipa no kokoya de no a obete so akota the Bank of Ghana yes what is so
the monitoring side
yes
the Bank of Ghana's monitoring side no unit
policy rate is
I was so more insist to say
microfinance ni susu ni hwan ni community
so about 50
no
monitor omo yahweh see our banks
omo so ku amanfo pa
15.5 bank ni dey achewa 10%. It's
25%.
If you are borrowing at 25%, how do you expect the party no bank at this time. Commercial bank be anyone they will come out and say the risk factor. They will look at the risk involved, the type of business. No matter can in your bomb. Now a individual crowd there, 14%.
Yes.
It's from say a personal loan. Wow,
so bet me
minus 1 15%, 15.5 no. On bet 1% free, so no mark on the account 15.5 no. I say we a personal loan.
Akonta.
Yeah, what tell me Chauncey? I feel what I say. They take minus 1. It's about 14. How much 1%?
No,
no, but the account 15.5 no. And you been 29.5. And I say yeah 30%.
Akonta ye.
Na me bejibusia individual now
bejibusia 30%.
Ebi on the koye business o. On the koye bibi. But omo kan who say ebi a the koye business agree crowd and here be 35.
Agree.
Hwe.
Na no nyame amone say ebi a risk factor.
Now the enti akuafo bebre wu no.
Obram fulani fo betima ma na ntwia ba be bro no.
The risk factor with agri business agri economy and they say afuo do no.
Yes.
Or the about 20% never to so. Ebetima bebu, ebetima basa fulani fo, ebetima basa beshi, yare besi so. It's who risk factor was so. And you know they prefer to deal with the ADB no ya agree. Now ADB no they say your friend agri development bank bill, your friend ADB.
Your friend ADB.
Nah,
you see also the one that when was the last time I say Ukeni ko agri development bank. Your friend ADB. Agri development bank na your from bi o. Omudin the ADB.
Say ba ko no so o ma sesa first na Ghana commercial but say your friend GCB.
And GCB.
And then the Gino Janya.
Minim.
But it's a GCB.
What's the son who say?
The issue at stake now, they say.
We say no.
Government is trying to make borrowing cheap, but the banks are not making it cheap.
Yes. But I put into young fan say banks and person be making it cheap no. So I buy so bank. I buy NIB. I buy GCB.
So go and find out whether I buy not in this one. GCB is also giving the same interest.
It's good. It's Bank of Ghana started say Obesia GCB MD, Obesia NIB MD. Say
Obesia consolidated bank.
Consolidated bank. I got rate, you know, 15.5.
Monfa
5 into 20. Now money can monster pace, you know. So it's other commercial banks, you know, we be 30 25 near the other. So me call ADB, call NIB, call consolidated, bank. Now me call Jebosia near the mama 20% here, and I say 18%.
Who the competition about 2 months?
Competition.
No, be a continue on no more. They will be forced to
be or maybe be or Madiano.
Now, only my some okay. I buy company say go. Yet it's different to so do be our Conagua of the airport in chain. Star oil, no more Yakano. I didn't know was
a minister.
Yahweh, Jamaica out
for such a be.
I say, Goyle dear, and Cagoyle, Mo, Ebia, Petra about 9, Nanka Goyle turn 7.
God, dear mommy at 10.99. But Oko baby to say allied oil or Omopon
Star oil, no, 9 point something.
I allied air ton 9.5 9 cities 50 pesos. Star oil air ton 9 cities 90 pesos. Zen monso so tono 9 cities 99 pesos. But go on there, Ghana, dear no. Yeah, tono 10.99.
Yeah, was say oil is premium.
Or see the petrol near Papa.
Why not the petrol?
Na Philip friends Addison and NS Addison Tano say Sedela no obetim about 10 cities no. No was say be for so who win him say no ye ka no. O man na me 760 something thousand. Enu no say about 640 something billion.
Ghana ka ye de nyina. Asante say so.
Say but from because of dollar no yes e
no.
I must say na about okay. In the same kasa term no papa no man dollar no timbe dru sana. Enka 760 something na kasa term ye ka no. Enka sote.
Some man dey account president dollar no friend bi ono nsa nyina di. Don't your friend say Addison. On some president Muhammad friend so on some Metro Bank of Ghana no nsa nyina di bio.
Say Chanika.
You
or retire on the salary 1.2 billion.
Aye! What if ye?
Article 71 for the yaw. Come and twaddle. So Article 71.
The away in
oh yeah, dear.
Akutani Yamba, Johnson Siama and Yamba.
No,
Johnson Siamo.
That's why Johnson Siama, no, the other thing, I know more.
Now, Governor,
on the who said Johnson Siama that time, not a young man, no, around 40 something, or as deputy governor.
Me camera no monti man many moon trade. I said, Mamma, you tum do. And I say, I'm
see, Anati.
Who are something who
me watch him.
Hey, I trust me, they will
watch him. And yeah, never gonna make her. And you want my another me.
All right, now let's look at Pandai. What do you make of Pandai?
Oh, where Pandai a Supreme Court. For me, I say
the High Court judge. And how is he going to feel?
Oh, my, me just say High Court judge.
And 2, the Clerk of Parliament. The speed with which Omokoyes are
oh my one year
and they how are they feeling?
Clerk of Parliament the 1 year ruling and buy.
Some have been soon a director.
What you say? Ruling and buy and no do juma. What you say?
A Supreme Court.
They have said hold on. He didn't listen.
And I may can say me ruling we a many say me can say and ye when say and for so be put in this say city no kana e be san ye virtually insignificant. Aya was easy the omuji say oyo ma dia mpo na omko prayer I almost say kwa premium but o man he Supreme Court make us say ya na sometimes no omu tie some humble suggestion from Ghanaians be in the rulings you say me this ruling no one of the best because on my hair nya about to na wakotunu ho ya na by election na ma ya na sisi no
so swear dey ba
no and I make us say o my ade aboa. How many years? Papa you cry now. You see 3 years time. You better go to aba me boa.
That's 3 years. No, I won't cry. Obeko primaries.
Obeko primaries. And my idea ba ko no say me hu say during the last few years Ghana has become an election state. Too much.
Yes.
The process of elections here and every time be here to about
as a development has been ready.
They say MPP about to since Omaka last year. Ombe to be say 1 year new internally. Omo de ene wo hwe eno da nchen say omo da chi bi ombe internal
police station.
Wan eno be sad and son of be parliamentary. NDC for so election kwa de omo nyanya krokra. And yet, as a country, no, every season beer is like an election is going on.
As a young election.
And so now my Syrian schools are universities about to tell what kind of country is this?
Guess us be the boys
about to what is country? I election state. Be election
as by election, we are gradually becoming an election state than a development state.
Of course, yes. And when you say buy you cry, sometimes morning show discussions. I say when you can enter put the government in check, because people election is very relevant, and you should be concerned in the next leader. Be omodi mama now be a dacha obedi o manu so a yenti me ano e ba san aban business is pure a e ko from a wonti me nyansa discussion. The next day bon send this for so the aba. Now, after internal elections, parties, and maybe say election issues are competing with national issues. And to me, the say we should
in other jurisdiction. The moment the election is over, everything comes and it becomes national development.
Parties in elections near the idea.
That could be normal. Yes, but there from day one, the MPP is taken from April. Announcement. Bibia beye one win wo baby I think wo be call polling station constituency
region
electoral area region national and also for parliamentary Owia na this crowd because they are in power no oman we ya ho
bekren ne
oman take say oman say from power year.
Say Omaka say omo the election be go party no. Na say oman
no. Say sika ba. Say cash o. See obi a okope primaries.
What ICTB.
DCEB. Sika wom. The same thing happened to a
minister B
and the ambassador B. Ono say awayi ni ti wo yi. Aya wa so is.
Be depend on the region be a ope.
How dey make sure no. It's gradually there's something can there. It's like a beer ni say yeah, man, Baba, election. The citizenry also put to government in check, you know. Or put to government in check. I know I said to send check 4 years. It was so or to a baby or try when the next election will come, not when the next development.
I could Ghana kwe o my say ye to a baby bia ye 2 year ya I say either sasi ye nu ye ho ana say
ekoya
na say nkwe etubo say ye 2 year ya near chain the next 4 years no way anim it is 4 years no e ban tem 10 year bia
ye
4 years
e ban tem
because yes see
enunti dey come 5 for
o man say o MPP ni na we NDC delegate what to about more than 8 times in 4 years we the MPP ni na delegate o police station there
Obetubi
region constituency there
Obetubi
region there national there parliamentary there
ansana
presidential ansana amana ekotoba
was the 8 times
na kota otire na wan pisusu wu a ya be by election
anti na make say supreme court ya we say
ewo de nyame bob bata ni pa
but we don't tire ye
akuta ni omo musu for by election omo constituency so omo pisusu mu and I'm quainty
na empini papa
so I would say your constituencies be a prayer on my bumper so one piece mu near by election
say by election I say a presidential elections more do
yes
more de
an avenue holding development
my many lawyer Bernard Bedi akontwetwe nkomo akwatia rashe bedi lawyer ya mo ache
yeah, media, but mental cover power or no way to grab
Yanko Power. Lawyer Pajo, you see how they are. Me ba cho munye ni ma. Me so munye ni ma me na. E wo se ani din komo ye. Me so munye ni fresh na munye ni ma. Na she bi e wo chen so munhwe ma me. Ya, na okasa.
Until 1 year an election MPP delegate and the delegate but to be 8 times.
8 times no so ya na polling hodi onidi. Constituency ni
region and parliamentary no so.
Parliamentary ni ali.
Akoja se osusu ukoto no se wan ko chairman ya fa kombede wache o.
Wan to ama chairman.
Unsa akoja polling station ni ade na yeye no. Unsa chairman constituency chairman for no mo control pa o. Chairman said that the nkrofo ko. It is a wo no wa medi chairman line ni mu bia. Chairman no so na bibi e free suru bi e ba besi. Si e fa teacher for e besi chairman so. E bi e de 10 abre chairman. Chairman so be make sure say wa udi mi line ni mu bi no. Na me so to say ye the police list ne ba ya e besi chairman so. Si ye the sika bi kra na free suru ne ba ya e besi chairman so. Eti chairman for no ho den as against MPs no. Eti da kota so ahwe a MPB ba no start so ne chairman e ko a obo se chairman ti odi no ohwe odi obetu so wa ye obetu na ne chairman na nkwa call truce obetu se domo no iti na MPC ni be bire obo se omo no omo chairman so me chairman on to ne chairman ase o se me chairman say
the chairman follow out to pay
formula ba ku bi
facility but the facility here no formula every 4 years be on the power from ba
amanse o ba bi o ogunde wo
Ogunde so na ne chairman contesting no co independent enko Ogunde ye lose 20 is it 20 and 2024
the chairman for no so hard you know
and now my
that group we so omo nya easy o electoral area coordinators
yes
wo so omo ya ayi
oh yes
gangani so
akota coordinators no so no di chairman
coordinator bi one more command almost about 300 police stations ayi on a code about 300 people
yes
to be una so I just say who got took Pakaro
wo be say 180 say dey
on 200
so to no
and on say so yawe your mo darling boy
mo
Pakaro your mo darling boy Pakaro kase ye kwa ha obo obu nyina be
ni crofo and onya coordinator so a ase bibia ba ya oma ni crofo no omo nsa
omo filia
ai ewrade ya wobukun eni oni ni nya asemu a kai unu se won bidie ni be wie ya no
Pakaro na da choma nya chama wa juso
sa ho
eze wo
Pakaro
Pakaro di oba
no kaka
oba ono ejuso de o hihye no huye pa o o hihye no huye na aka ne aka
aka
abo ama body
Pakaro
aka ne aka
Pakaro si yawo me do be ko be bi wate bi se mate be bi obeko bia bi do ati candidate bia be support ni bia be support no
oh goodness me nyame adoma me da ye ne abedwafo betena se do you have the flyer come from to so my empanifo kukudam na nyame adoma me day omo eba be kan yensa ewo efie ha no mo na ye ne omo aye day adwetwe nkommo enya sem ketwa kra okay I think it says it's here lawyer Bernard Bedi akome mo ache okay me da se pa se wanya abotrama ye enra Supreme Court 4-1 ruling the abetu dwa se debi enje se ya High Court no de bae no na enya ne kwaso ai san se emra na ewo se omode file from the day of Gazette in Bepime no
said the name but after honestly me na me take akra but you know mu ya men to can you minim why it is so but it makes it difficult but who bisa hello
yeah me tell one can
me tell okay paint dia but what men can loud dia so who bisa bandai pandai asem no dia yes and ra your call Supreme Court ekokoje court ni mu aye asemwa ye yura Martin Windham at the court down Supreme Court after the High Court ama decision said the turn about to the own free parliament ni am court ban fofo na court Supreme Court say ukuta sa asemwa High Court watamali ekan menu an yekodi moye yes na me ankasa me ohobi na yekoye no Supreme Court a judge for inum ene tena asem ne so no omo ema omumu ayese majority decision the kasa majority decision na ese a judge for nyomu nya na the court fa nti mu nine de omo se yentwa ya asem a judge ne kan wo tamalenim na mu ba kon so se de judge na anya mfumso first and foremost yeah medical aka henese a judge for num no enia anya adwen ankofa akono na se tresa atem wo ho obia na se ni ho no nanso yenhyeche mu no enan akofa akon as against back no na se nine ne de na de adwuma eti na se akowie se yewura nyindam ene court amano and also the apex court of the land and no yes Supreme Court no mukasa ese no ano nti ene yewura nyindam ne ho sign na ye kan eyemu aye no emu nchiremu eye reasoning no judge for no say om de omumu aye no nchiremu no eye ruling na nkasa mbebe on the 6th of February no ena ye kan ni ya kan ni enti a judge for 9 no ese yenkem ena ni enti a judge ni ba kon so say ma yenkem no yehu ni nia as a party ye betna se ni aso ni ehu anamo a ye betu afasa asem no tie na ye kasa idie a judge for na kan o masem NDC amanyukuo no yen yebumwa yen ti se yenuanom a the judge for ya de na nkwa o mafa ni e tensem ni e didi atem ni ye de ye say a judge for ya o madwuma emremu no the judge ejuma decision bi na onti ase a in this instance no Supreme Court no ye right da ho ma yen ne say ye hwe ne emra no yesu to say a judge for na mfa anya adwuma yi a over apply for review no what you know so come beka see all those options no at the home there is another option of going the route of criminality ni ya ne tax zimba gazette notification a you running down at the other today ye bisa na so na when that ye bisa o mu bi Indiana. In fact, at the Supreme Court at the last day ni di asem na ye di nchiremu no judge ba ku bisa ye ragari pesa no omunya wen o se ye mfumso na nremu nso so de krata at the court wunim the krata na enye papa ye fika it's a criminal offense a second degree felony we between akoda jail
okay
and Kibibre and nini ada ho but yes kind nia a judge for no de beba na ye dina so de etu anamo a de betu nti asabne de in that I can assure you see that
lawyer Bernard Pediako eda wase anopay se woni atwetwe nkomo eda ase pi anopay kwabna Boating honorable lawyer anase beka se kwabna Boating esquire esquire na ya no mo pepa ono ejoso mrahye bedwani eba se ni nua panin kan chire guye ejosofo born chidom se ono no nkosi o manemu na onye ntote ma wo mo oyobi a ono nsoso ekoye no hwe ne ememu memre da wo mo to aba wo se ogidi se ohine Japan Kennedy ena se etu ahine ne esi ahine fo amowo the New Patriotic Party mo Frank Anema no obetima him ni ye na bagye tumi amamo memo akwaba
Apeni mejoso no pay.
Ejoso te say.
Ejoso jo Nyankopon da Roma.
Ejoso da makoma so fi say me ni mesi. Omo abrabo bebre. Omo bono ejoso. Elder Ade Adu-Boakye. Na me fa ne krensie. That time they na mo ye mofra. Now no na share health insurance ase wajuso. Ono an na sakoti onwe Pentecost.
Mikrum.
Yes. Ena the onwe Pentecost no Ade Adu-Boakye. We ma me so ebe pager ejuso experimental JHS. Wow. Be head teacher wo hono ma ne ma bebre. Say deaconess I call retirement ne anti ejuso ye bia me nuanom nketua ni nyina hona me na nam yeso bon cat am dem se metena kumasi ti hono mo nyina nyine ye mata senti ho ye bia nti bia na mani ko ho na woni me ne John so se ne ne entam sitie ti bi busa sa juso te se ya na me di busa yes penche bi ani anye ho no e ka ho asem me nim se enya no nti na wa na bebusa juso te se yesimo wa MP mienu
Rapeni ejoso jo Nyankopon da Roma jo na me dese adopeso wa mi akai mpenimfo omo bo titi akwantempon no to ho ade ba ko fa ejoso tumidi ho ne se mpenimfo kru ti se biebru usha kra na se unya kani wo joso a e wo se unyini by force wo se try se obehunu mpenimfo nantie mpenimfo kasa ene said anyesa enyeyi se traditional seat ye mpenimfo atena nkonwa nyina enim se Ghana ye demography ne ye cultural even ye amanyo se muyi jusu firi mu enyeyi enam ye amamrenti enti ye kwane ye faso a ye yade so humia memfie no enko animu bebre nanso nada ya santoa ikrumu de ye ma wakania
no wa hepani
wo se unyini na uhunu se de titi akwantempon no onso so ubetoto oniema nti edwo na amanyosem de to da bia na niema bia ba be fefem nso de nyina ye kafu a ka ho bi e be ne den the greater goal ne se mandate ya ejosofo e de ama me se me hwede me si o manan e wo mrase bidwamu ne ye hyembra na ye ka aman kikire no ho asem bi a me nso me de wo mu de atom na fe so me de aprempuntu ne yedie de abre wo mu eno ne de si mani so pa ya na de aka no a
tete ho ne ya mo adwe se
na e ba nso ye hwese ye ni nkonko fridi nti a ya soma ye nso
akompreko ejina brane na me ya adoma me da mojina kono nkomshaba post ne bi de betuja ye ni musa dan kwadi nkomo sisi a osio Dr. Baumia winning 14 central any voter ebeko ama Kennedy na so these two regions Dr. Evans do say David Kennedy as at now I check here there now we're winning almost 10 seats with Baumia taking 6 now Osha Greater Accra Ashanti region kra no what take enti akoye say ahotoso wo obia famse obewini DNT ena wo nipa bia the din what 211,000 about 859 ni mu no okoto aba no wuti wa no pe a won kotoma Kennedy na wonya wo mu akanyina
yo brapeli mame nasi biu na adwenkyerɛkyerɛ aba no de enne maka bi mame nka bi no yefe the synthesis of ideas said be ya ye nwene ye no ye keka bomu a na ye hunu bebi a ye sigina ye ede afa na ahotoso nso ne se ye mpanimfo a ye de wo mu kro no wo mu nyina enya adwumaku a ka se wo mu gina mu brande pa de kire ne se ye wo mema wo fie me di nka hwe no esi na nke yakwa kansi ne mpanifo edo mu ko ye no yakwa hwehwe mu ne esiwu wo mu nyina nka hu omanfo no kura ni nyi wo mu ho ana ba ko pe bi na damu a wono de ogina brane wo mu maka nyina nka sen a ke no de ke behame ne mum said ya kansi no ayere no kire se MPP ye wo mema esi akonwa to ne enya mema mo ma mpere a ye musuo kese musuo kese pa eti esa ye se fi hobo ye die moy enya mema brane pa wo mu nyina mprempremu a yeti hei enkomo e wa abonte ne se ya abato no de ayese tefra wi ase no anani na butu ne mum gina ya me mesie ni afoforo bi asie ene delegates no mu bebre no asie na ne titiriw Ghana fo no edi ho nkomo ama yate ne se nka ye mema no nyina sefata na nso mprempremu a yaba bedru de the demands of the time no ehia kandini bi te se Honorable Kennedy Japan baby a yaba bedru nintia senke wo normal times ne etimi aboye bra no aduru baby a hoto ewo hodia e de ke fa kandini bia nkeye ene ka ebetumi akọ nanso baby a yaba bedru no eniema e confront ye ne ye niema the turning curve ya nhwe na decision bi woni antiki ne ibidia bene na no na make the example of Nigeria man no o tin komo be num fa wo mu ho a be miensa enye papa titrasem nipakum you know extremism ni ade ni nyina ko free wo manfo e doso ni mabuna doso wo anya adwuma amomo anye na akofa saade manu nyina ba yesu ye man mu we are confronted with the biggest national security threat is here unemployment mabunu a wo mo abeti ketiketi wo mo nsa ho entini ahoden wo ho wo pa adwuma de aye de asom ne man no no so anya kakra e de ahwe na busua aye de ne ama no babunu no nye na adwen so obebo bra ensem fata so de na ho oden e ba besom itira yi Ghana mabunu aye wo emumba besia mponya wo pese si e fa soja bi oba esoma menko na menko hwese e be fa me bia itira nye yi omu bi kutieti a wo mu kum wo mu ade san ye no mu funu ne e de bre wo mu abusuafo e kire se mabunu nani abre a wo mu pe bibi de wo man woden aye e de asom wo man no enso so e wo hene e no wo kwa akofa de aye adwuma e no no ne anya the spillover no a ama galamsey kosoro utu galamsey no so sa na am robbery kosoro eniema basa eni mabuni edu o mabra bonu boni ene scamming ni ade saa de manu nyina ye niema free unemployment mu ene eba abrapeni I sit on the Security and Intelligence Committee as deputy ranking briefings ya ye nya no enye papa if o man yi mambo to de bia you know nkobo bia nkrofo didie ni ade ya na mbra ma ho kwan se ye briefings no etudwa but enkomo a omu national security be di kire ye nyina no wo hwa ne fapem no ye adwuma eni ho a mebunu be yibie babunu no wa adwuma yo na no pe wasori ya shed working ji akra ne yire ekọ adwuma ya ben obi ba be fa no afre na mana cross border akodi nkomo bi wo ho asa baga na abesi ankofo abedi nkom onya sa daje no adwuma ni ho a yese bonsam epe adwuma edema ensa edihwe ediye as we sit so mayi nyame mpangu ne nkwa chiri so mayi be kan butu a adwuma eni ho ne be mamabunu no
atiase
asada ne no me dia ma wo man no and that is where we sit. We have the choice say ye be behave to say ostrich, then we bury our head in the sand as if nothing is happening, or we take a decision which will turn the corner for us.
And you see your candidate
Honorable
as the one that can create the jobs.
Yes.
Why so?
Na brabo a wabo free ni mranti bire mu nyina ye adwuma bi. Si e ka industrialist o mo wo man yimu a untimi mo be miensa obreko a wo mu ni din when it comes to production. yentintim fidie na yemfa ye raw materials no emfa nko bibia ye hia obi kura timi beto bi ko ne man so na brabo a wabo ha no obi enwuma etu ono se kontonkure no kura watimi abie no nwuma be kwa aduo no ne nyina no ye adwuma de mfa so ebre no enti ma danse ye wo no ho se ye ma no akwanya no a
wani sika nyina wani nsema
wenya amanyo munimde as a parliamentarian over 24 years wenya experience with the law so no enti he will not be frustrated, you know, like the normal business person who will usually get frustrated with your legal system no tax system no ade but him 24 years unim. It is what the adwuma bi nyansa no ka ho a will be addressing your national security issue no ye industrialization no na bra pani if you Kwame Nkrumah pencil ye may ye buno on 4 prongs instead of the 5 no a 9 pe uba uton good na waton koko na waji eto taxes no wabobosia asa template ya da ho ado no Kwame Nkrumah na try say what the 5th dimension no or ye but NPP so ye ba ye one district one factory and also see ye say ye pe blueprint na dey ato ho. The 5th dimension na industrialization ye nyo bi man farmer and also necessary on mine and yes our template no da ho dey ani ofo obi obetimi ayu ai yenje to tongodu no tonkoko ni nya kakra bia ka de kobo bosia na you know ye hihye ne tese dame urobi Peter kakra no atuapo ketuafo yi adwumayefo no so anu wato marketu kakra na de akohyem electricity na fuel na de akohyem saa na o hihye ne se dame na atamu aso no asoreko saa ne ya ba bepem saa bri why ne benya no a wode the 5th realm no ba which is industry ye tintibu fidie ye adwuma butu a enu no one de di kan be ma ye mabunu no anya adwuma ye na de to so mienu e be me yesi kasem agina saa ne ma mienu we hia me pa na bra pani and then ye the mandate to sustain your currency ye de akoto gold board so completely misplaced. Gold board ne de ani ato o so say de ombe ye bia so ombenya gold bebiri aton na ombenya dollar de aba na be show up your reserve say de be ya cedi ne nje no ho cedi na ni mu nwase no ye de ye ni akwa akoto gold board so ba kenyo mo mandate no empo be mo sa mandate na e temporary because all we need to gold ku aso so de benya dollar obenya problem obeboka ebi ne kai ya be ya gold board will say they won't let it sit in their books. Bank of Ghana say it can't sit in their books. Now we don't know why the emphasis no into the books more. All because you hear gold no bebre near their sustaining currency no enti one year told the credit just all turn for. She said you cry the na here sika na wo ton. Nyane board no cry with the beje. Obe hedge be rough because uhia dollar no
boga awaba ne ho kire no
yes
we turn the TV sis ya
sa
for
uhia dollar no afenso ehu ba ko e wo ho ne se wa hwe yi a untimi monitor environmental compliance eno so ha man bi o kai ko man yi o mu kun ya ko ma sisi because of diamond gold nso was suban ne se wa hwe yi a uhia be yes enti suo no manfo no no bia ko simfimfin etu gold no untumi nka afiso nso uhia gold no bebiri se de be ya dollar no nye no homu ani mu nwase me hu saade no wo NDC aban hu sisi a say keeping the currency ni hia wo mo akohia wo mo for political reasons more than your environment no as your dollar ni gina na se ya herawa ni ye asese ya na dollar no ye ko ye na se ye baaye the permanent solution a ye de a service as city dollar problem no e industry eno so na honorable Kennedy Japan ejina ho ma no it will be solve sa city dollar problem no a atena ye so dadaada ne ya adwene ye se gold ni betimi aton e de solve sa problem no e ya adwuma bie gold no betimi aye kakra kopim baabi adwuma bie ye ntintim nwuma na ye raw materials no ye produce na ye nibi na de beka na ye nton obi beba beto ene yanka sankaba in the season ya na pro because abebu so de na ye e mai kotone esensene e disease kwa ho kakra de aka do e de pa na ye na pro ebi ka kurase na pro enso yesisa kwesika na de akwakọ fa doko ifra bruchaba usika be de gina ono abo kensi delegates wonto ma no wo betinti munyuma ya bro be soche yanka soche pe no mo ne ade a ye wa ye nhunu de ye de ye apesi enku an ye didie meanwhile industries wo wa ye wodi ma bibiri a ye de be ye elei mango unya bi nto because kwesi broni every time of the season ura shop enya bi to alintia nanka ye ni ye dua organic one ye yi no eba na pro ekonso ekokra ye nya bi nto eni ya tena ho afri kwa nkroma penso industry na honorable Keneka the worth of Bayira epro Bayire eni ya tena kra se dade de yedim se de sitie etu Bayire gude mu afi some few months wo bie pro no emie ko Bayire na efifi aye nua na a choke door no enu wo bia ne dene no nkrasefo be hu de emeke na apro kakra ye benya no ye dia na ye twitwa ne head no a yasa de akobo nkofie enu ano no akwasi broni all time of the year onya yam chips eto yeso Bayire ehu timiko na afi ye twen by foforo there are industries e betimi dia preserve niema we nyina na ye fa je ne free Burkina any idea say you can go on and on and on ye hia ni obi a wo betintim fidie ye hia ni obi a wo hu asase bia wo timu asase we ye de ye we ye de ye we ye ehɔ ne eduru sabri cs kepu enu a ye maburu no beba be ye musuo ewe ye so efise adwuma ni hɔ kakra na ewo mu no besua dia se de ye kwa akotro onyankopɔn techere maso enso adwuma ni hɔ tai ne tintim ye mirimu saa ubuse obi na ketua pa a wogi atai etim ne mirimu a enya agro enka industries wo hɔ and wo se the working gia and wo ye adwuma bi a ene invest engineering wo mu wi ahe no mo defa ne mfidie no ka ye tintim bi ena wo mu aba be ye che ye system ni nyina bibia ye kofa handkerchief obi adwuma wodi aye yie tam and say offer containers of handkerchiefs if in China handkerchiefs yes $100 ediko obi ma so kofa ba yentimi tintim fidie na ne ye koya na se ye bae na chese ye pa adwuma ma wo man bi sofo mabunu na ye de ende omo nom tramo ye de ende wo mo dampaso kwabra ne dampaso ade achi wo da so timu mpa no so ne maame na abie na boso mu ayi sika to na maame ne kodwom edi adwuma no wode na ho odin kwa akoye eti bebi a ya beduro no enye mampani a wosirisi nanim enye mampani esi o we di obre no ho ase efiri kwa mekroma penso ya hwehwe o mu ayesi obre bebi a ya beduro die eduru mungamu eduru papai papai ya no okasa eduru adwo afampie to biremi se de wo man de ho na eduru eti so be catch them say
enye nanim te nanim osre
de bi ye ya wo bi a kai wo hene no kan wo bible mu wo se me papa de wo kan mu mpire mi de ye nyankere ye ya wo bi a na basam oduro and working with leaders like that is uncomfortable because over the years ye de ye pe de daboko ye pe de ye eno so mu aye ama ye mabru ni bi bokro no ama ye mama no bi bo abrabo a ensefata wan ye benya no ode ne edin ene Burkina edi o mo hu komo ani ani age abrante ye no nani se de esi abre no only 40 years I'm told he's turning Burkina around through industrialization na say ne cars bi oyi wo port wa de eko me say
about 200
me me nwanwa a wode koye kwan eni ade ene wo sisi estate ya babunu ubenya baabi atena ade achi a wo factory a wo koye adwuma plantation wo dua free hakopem do export driven plantations ya wo ye a wo betimi de bia ko obi maso akoton enye sika e de afa machineries abeye ni man yi ye de etiana good to see you ye pedi osere de enani adi no obetimi aye adwuma na man yesi o ne kasa nye de ene yeti ha ena kyerese ye nunu ye ho ne yesere sa brapeni me de bisusu se bre no aduru no ye hia wo bia o face problem no head on ne de no to nchen ya bra pani ye hia wo bia na basemu eden discipline me hu se de menka no wotwi mu
o ma pepe ye adwuma
eye adwuma ye hia wo bia ne nokure ba pempen ye problem ba ko ye nya se wo man enyina da eye kataso mu aso nokure kan din wo
intimi sikire ya no nka
intimi sikire nka intimi ntia
na nya no so no ka mo se na no ya atanie
asem ni nyina no Ghana for no pe Ghana no yie eso obi ka nokure a ye hedam penasem sa ya brabo a mehunu no nokure nso de wa awese wo no adamfo bi nampa na se o ka nokure a wo nse dam pede nantie sa wo asem bi wo no mo anka asusu se nka obeka bi ama wo babu nso wasikira ka kire na ye ya wo no obi anya asem wasem nye de eso ka enim se nko ye wadamfo nko ade nka won ka bi na massage wo ego wa ka kire wasikira ka kire si na me a wo ben me abeka bi ama me wo se o jajajajoa me no nanti che ye so wasem wo nko ade nye de dipa bi sa wo mpene nantie wo pede your fanny wo ego even when you are wrong when we are from say cheerleaders when you are wrong cry on
bootlickers
yes
sycophants
yes honorable ken de ne nokure ba pempei ekire obia MPP for ye na nya wotena TV so no waka NDC ye na nya wotena TV so no waka ono anasene mu ba ye na nya o say prosifo mu fa no kotum oti abrochire ho no nsam se no wodi a nka abrochire on ke akikira mana yeyi mu fa no konkonkonkotum ono ani yamba ne wo faase se munim se ka ye register ye enyi disi no emre wo hu ni se mu fra abrochire aba ne ye emra mu fa nya adwuma dia mu fo mu kogum no mu sua ho nyansa breya ya ba bedri ni pebi sa ne ehia no wo sie pese ye chichire ye man no na nye the usual theater ne performance presidency no a the outlook of the pageantry and flamboyance o mampeni dia suit to the tie di ni minimu na said ye hu ne said diplomacy ni ade breya ye dru ye hia de obebobo na tade no obebobo ne nsa no se yi na tie no wa ye said ye said akrachefo na wiaba ye no atwea ba fom na mframa afa ne komu no watimi adwene yi ye nyina ya tie si fom ne ya kikire ye man enye brofo enye UN brofo ka ene sa no ma na ye free Kwame Nkrumah penso a emwa ye no na bra pani die twato NPP si ebetumi aye enwene ye wo ye tirimu nyina agisi enya tumi se wo enya tumi a wonim de sen kura no a adane court na ho abobo because nya wonam na ho apaso aguro ya aguri nka anim guro pa so tumi ni wo nti wote ban na chi ena wo ye court na ho abobo
yes nka suma no efata controversy den so aba pia na ne ewu
asem ni nyina no obra pani
aba pia no oye ayi ne maame ewu ti ye de suma no se controversy anka fata no na se mote opposition na mo ye de se den ya moni so ade hunu ba
yes
na mo se mo petumi a die nti na ma hunu se Ghana fo beto aba makane se mo de ne ba na obi fofora ma de na mo de kasa post ni su bi aba abonten se omo Musa Dankwa o de abatudwa o se o ye national post of the Kennedy anybody o me pay or the Kennedy ni ato forcing or the Kennedy ni Haruna Drisu pay omo nyina no omo de pay on the national level no Kennedy nye popular se ne mo ka no
rapani ye hia Musa Dankwa na de hu appeal Kennedy wo ene ka rapani wo radio issue kasisi anu bi phone lines first 10 callers that is empirical
so why now you say mo to abama no
yes nka wo de men schedule ene bia akokase nkofo prepare for it instant
2% me this year
first 10 callers
okay Elijah mo fa number no tudwa na abranche anopai wade Ghana fo nyina o se nipa du a we ransom wa wutie ye frɛ se ye to aba na enipa numa e wo hoyi why na nka obeto aba ma no se MPP fo yi no a tie mi o enipa numa yi omumu why na se MPP fo yi no a wo ye Ghana ni Unya delegate. Obeto abama no.
Yes.
Me yes frɛ. Asema o kan ye no. E wo se me ye na mo a mo tie nyina hu se o se yemfa nipa be du na yenhwe.
Yes.
Na bra pani.
Hello. Nipa na baso. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me ba cho hwan die.
E ka se free tema. E fa ko fi eboa.
Etika enipa num no hwan na MPP fo yi no abeto abama no.
Me udo nyina si ani a. Me kasa ne ne yodia. Kadama kwamra die Japan.
Yo, me da se. Yenko, wo so from me. 0207103214. Why nanka ye to abase sia? MPP for yi ni mawa, wo ye Ghana ni a. Opeso ye o mampani. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes sir, pacho why nanka be to amano.
But your friend Nana watching me free tema.
Nana why nanka be to amano.
Japan.
Obeto ma Canada Japan. Okay. Mami Joe, Ghana for na ye busa ma no pay. We enya dia metra asese me be ye. All can am say okay. And let's put it to test. This is a litmus test. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Bacho why ye?
Hello, good morning.
Majo so why ye?
Yeah, me Bacho your friend me. Cause you me so metro makin on abokin.
Kwajo ufre free hen. Okay, no, you call the next person. 0207103214. Wo so kawai na obeto abama no. Se MPP for nipa num no. MPP for the omu yi no awo wo ye Ghana ni a. Ka obeto abama no. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Your friend me Johnson.
Johnson, ufre free hen.
Me free din kwa na metro.
Obeto amahai. Canada Japan. Okay. What's so friend me na mintiu. Say ye to abane MPP for why no mu yi no mawa. Now we Ghana ni a. Wo se mu yi nipa we dia me to aba. My intiu. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pa cha wan ni.
Me Bacho yaw again.
Ya free hen.
Me free kumase.
Ya obeto amahai.
Me mom di. Yeah, me tama name. Ye wo gina bra ne paaye Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia.
Na wo se ka obeto amahai.
Me to ama Muhammadu Bawumia.
No. That's it. Wo jire mu wo trim. Eto de ba anu abebodi no. Mame, onso so bra homa no so. Ghana for ne ani modi nkomo. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Me pa cho wan die.
But I'm doing Richard of Okuyaboa. Because we are Fujidu.
Yo, Richard, why na beto amano?
Canada Japan.
Yeah, that's it. My uncle anim. You see I find the pensia. Okay. Onso so bra homa no so ma mintiu. Kwabra boatin e kan yo. Anything I may put you to test. Osi nye info analytics ne wan post. Ghana for omo de ye mebusa omo hye omo ye Ghana for say ye to aba ne say MPP for yi nipa we ma ya we de beto ama no ma ye jeo.
Bacho me kase go from your friend.
Yo ga za free go friend nyame ase. Ma min jeo anopay.
Metro Makan Japan, because every crew from your friend Christopher.
Yo, Christopher, my yentio, yada, sister was so afraid. But yentio won't so dear, Frey. Number no, and it was screen so no. Won't so say, why not MPP for a yinu ne? We are Ghana ni. Also, over to Abamano. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You about your wine ye?
Pacho Nyakuni, that's a free agona.
Nyaku, one about to Amano. Why now beto amano?
Kennedy, Japan,
okay. Ma membra wo so nchen. Na wonso so bra say ene say wo ye Ghana ni a wo se mu to abama nipa numi why no mu yiru mawa. Wo beto abama no me je wo so. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Beba Chomwenye.
Beba Joy Flame. It's Stephen Entry. Ben Kamato Macanada, Japan.
Stephen, who free here?
The free Kumasi Buakwa.
Okay. My father, chat to now just say, do not so. What's so, Baba? Now, I'm in tear one so. Now, Femini Quabram ye na opening view, ever your chain. Now, I know to check also. I don't pay. Quabram watch and say, a nipper do, with a young father randomly. And a horn Jumana can do a kind of me. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. About your men, why ye?
Morning, good morning.
But your friend say,
If I show your friend, you can say free,
Amasamai, why not cover to Amano?
Root, if I say free,
Yo, Amasamai, root one and cover to Amano.
If I try to make two Kennedy or any other phone.
Okay. You fancy her. Me man intra, the Quabana boating kaye, and one a year. Any pedu, or see with your mufani pedu. I'll me a Ghana for new musom say. Mumu wine say MPP for two Abamano na or more than a break Ghana for Amber to Abamano. Any pedu no abe to Abanos this year. Bago Castle Betroma Cabinet Japan. Bago Castle Betroma, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and what you say on Betroma Kennedy. That's just a what's my Wakano.
Yes.
This is.
Yes.
Mammy Joe, therefore, I'm
It's Penny. Oh, say the real Musa Dankwa knew.
When I am Musa Dankwa.
Yes. So Musa Dankwa so Obekado Crepa, dia Ghana for one verdict in the we in the Western delegation eshe. Na me yana me politics ye attacking Kufu Bibri. Kamusa Dankwa commit me din komo because research here very expensive. It will be to one or fat no say every 2 weeks be the chiauka. It's my young who say, be a micro mean and person me buano. Be a me associate be minim no, men no why yonko febi, a person me buano, na minim suppose to dear, yeah, never psychological, effect be. It's me
sway.
It's buame, na ye way mammy and tall man for trim, ye bet ye. Ne mum so be yes, Sabidi Wokano na ye no crane ye ya. Meanwhile, a near yetina has spontaneous Ghana for no frey. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Omanhene Kadaji woman am see ye de ko be 50. Ka wo benya be 45 out of 50 no a. Ombeka se omoto aba. E de ama Honorable Kennedy Japan. Now we delegate ya dance be biem na wo pe. You want to win power in 2028? And I know you go far bantima edrum ye no Honorable Ken. Me say, Omanhene, me nim say na I don't know how the prophetic or the trans thing works. But when I was sitting in my car, at the moment I felt like I said 2028 general election campaign yeah. If so man for no nyina free drum or bantima high street or more ton electronics or nyina ba be gina kwa it didn't look like a flag bearer shape aspirant in each one. It looked like obi a woye flag bearer ye na all presidential candidate ye na all election na yeah. That is just how I felt. Many ba be so nam say well e bia na Nyankopon ke bibi kire me. But on popularity Ghana for no verdict yade da wo pifi a obi opeso waka no kuri bia ebeka na bra pani gina be ne ma mienu so
quickly na men
Honorable Ken popular na waye ni nyina anye se bia Ghana for no enhu ne so be ma da wo gina bibi so ye di kai who call elections no when you be and the popularity no travel outside or party no problem. Honorable Ken, Tamale Nyenu crew, Ufrasin Dompe. And so now the Wayan or Tamale General Hospital, Tamale Ford City for Okokano once and body or 1 year in 18 need him. Ene Yaya come for noche, near in Netikumasi. And so impact our Mickey will come for noche. and cry 37 see a whole heart hospital at the amaye enti the popularity in your MPP for nko a Ghana phone we impact wo mo enkofo makoka bruchiri no dey play akwakofa wo mo aba all these things ama we nyanyina so obi a yitira ye nyi obi a wo mo ye o mo penasem no etra MPP for when you be say ya ka dey mpu na wo kwa abato se bi MPP e strategic ya ka abato wo kra ka wo se ekoto Kenya no anse ye tena se gentleman's agreement dey hem fa de omanfo no frɛ no ede no akɔ na brapeni wo be hu no sɛ ya ban no etwa mu no ene me bi kɔ so a amwaye because me hu sɛ nkomo e wa bonten pa ne sɛ nkofo kɔ campaign a de ombe ya ma wo man no ne delegate no mu ni sa nkomo no nyina akɔ de yeye ma president kofo de yeye ma na akufo ado ade na aduru ye wura yi so ne empese ye be ya ma no eno nko ane nkomo e wa bonten o as if satisfying precedent is an end in itself. Se me ye de me ye ma na ado no me yoma wade na menya enkomo no eno no ma enkomo ye di kire ya ye ensem na hobi a yesusu se da ho eno nko ane ye ka ye de mampani kufuo ko mienu ye de na ado ko miensa adai na we nsusu de okọ baako na anye yie na se wontena se ensem tadi se ensunsem nyina nyepe wu ni mienu wo de tutun sani ani a obehunu se nyepe sɛdeɛ sikasɛm kɔ wɔ yaban no etwa mu no nti no ama wo kɔtɔn yɛ kandifo no wɛde ne kɔ na no a ɛden ɛka ho nti ne 10 people ɔmo frɛ yɛ 8 ɛso ɔmo pɛ Kennedy Japan no sikasɛm no anko yie wɔ yaban no etwa mu no yɛ bɔ bra pa wo na nado me de da bia me ka sɛ da bi ɛna papa no anwe a yɛ bɛsom ne sɛ nyame ene wo bɔ na nado din a na yɛ akɔ akɔ yɛ sɛ mampani bi aso ba ya wa ma me bɔ bra Brapan pipi boy ye no na nado boy ye no media minim se na ye nye ne eye tena eni bi hunu nanso sikasem ne gu ye nimu ase sikasem na ama ye nimu nyam nyina asede so akata sikasem no anko yie na kono anko yie no so no entansa no ye mfa mmɔ mampani no o efise ye se na Akufo Addo de o lawyer ni on de na sikasem de won he da nimu asem enti na okofa economist de ne baaye ono ankasa video bi wo se makwa akofa doctor abasi esika no aye hata no ogitu mu kire Ghana fo se me de me lawyer ni obebusa me economy hu ayi ni ade a me lawyer ni na emum me de wakwadale sikasem mu me de no aba yetire anye yie sikasem no so anko yie ti ama ye wura no a no ye vice no a edi Ghana fo tiri mu dem so wo no na wo so wo hwe sikasem no ama o ton no sabre yi a eden papa bra peni men kase wono ne bo adapa wu me de me politics a enye doctor ene ma ye ho kiri yi sikasem mu na nso edi Ghana fo ni tiri mu dem awie NDC fo drive sa yi no ene wo so wa che dollar ene wa ye ni sei entansa no ye dia bono se wono ye head of economic management ene ade enti ama nei so se wo de ni kodwa so akwakoton no a there was NDC for ya say they bring records and then we find ourselves in trouble because they in baby a yeja dollar in baby a edna ba bedru although the omodi sustaining dollar no nye just sustainable but Ghana for no I say papa no wo bible mu no yesu esa na nifra no
media na minim se
media na minimu wo se ne tumi ni free nyame se mfiri nyame die minimu an se ne meni efra e de meni ate e ne de Ghana for no kanu no e wo se esesa kendini ni timi sesa ye nkomo 2028 elections no MPP edisi kasem ehun komo kwa ye ho be kire ye ko record no mo aye ye de kandini dada no kwa e be kwa kofa economy no ano aye ntimi anya ade no e de san komo no be ba me ye ho a kire ye na emom ye se wo sesa ho pabo a na ananti asesa si esesa kandini no a esesa komo no every the usual figures inflation dollar sem no e de ba adwuma industrialization e no so na mabunu ni hia sisi a adwuma yamfa ken mra ne nkomo no nsesanko adwuma enu na mabu no pe yamfa win 2028 na Dr. Baumia nso nya tumi no so mfaso Dr. Bre Champon so menya so mfaso omo maka yabusuafo no nyina enya so mfaso de ntimi win power for 2028 28 rapeni enuti the message na ye
me da say na your friend honorable Kwabena Boateng Mrase Bejani Emma Echuso Kwabena
ira
Monikasa
that's it
na mami ma openi upon bi akwaba papa mo akwabo
yeah
na wumpom to say
ami adom
acho ben afidie ni kakra ma me bibi aboko de
ami adom boko
ye do ba de ase openi eba adwumakuo kese wo man mu a ye friend no Supercare Limited ono ana ye chairman na oye MPP ni ba mapa ye kasa ye di nkomo a efa sa ne ngwade ne adaje kura beboye nenso obu won ma wate Europon bio oye nipa ba ko a na yetima ka se wona April adwai ba kura no yewura kene de Japan boni din pa MPP fo boni din pa wasom party no na hunyade na ho odin mu eno nti anope wo fia no ma wo kabia eyeye yesi de wapotam na yede afie no wodi bomu a eyeye eno nti ena ewura pon bi wo ye nchen wa papa ebio mesamu akwaba
opani mejoso
ayan hwew obu anu otiew obu anu wo hwew o si yes MPP sikeni bi pipe no pompio MPP ni bi pam ni bi wa popra ye fre no pompio why ni o pompio now pompio ne life history to say because me am wa he mate wudi ne kra ba me nchia won se muda and let me say I am honored to have you here when you be our kasa radio so kra medimi kasa mate we interview mako be edu kra nti say wa be kan yensa we say na ye ni so na mom nim say maburu bebre na etie wo why ni wo pombio
opombio free titrem bonto fufuo Amansia West
okay
hon ye wo me na me di mfie dumienu na me ofa be fa me de me ba petra Kumasi ha the hanam tsaya ko school ansana me kwa koye adwuma o Elang 1972
Elang
ti be free hono 74 na ne papa bia ne no wo Elang ho no jaye na okoye adwuma o CMB jokote ono an engineering consultancy wo Ankran so who said me see adwuma no no
be fa
me na me ko Accra ti me ko Accra 1974 the one ma di me ku ya ba be
Supercare adwuma no di adwuma
engineering company mechanical coastal air conditioning any engineering installations be it me
here nti wo establish here mfie sei ni afina obania no be Mike no siama afi wadi mfie sei Supercare
you're starting 1986 yeah 1986 and adwuma e shasi
besine
until 40 years
it's a 40th anniversary
yeah in August
and then I would do who don't MPP
also no say I mean you to UP mu enti okay me mama UP ina na papa CP
hey mateme ho
so yes I know to this is here na
manitia
but na me lean towards CPP because of my father not a very nice person so na me lean towards CPP kopem
Maybe me am starting some year a lang near him. Your lang, you know, Michelle Cosia Frifan, Cosia Frifan.
So general free.
Say she a champion. If I champion there, many years back because you see New France Station.
Oh,
both are crying.
I report Junction New France Station.
You know, a champion project and you know, a bar, no bar in office.
A champion near my year or Ghana.
Oh,
your money ding.
But and no, I never bet you. Oh, it's me lucky for me. Coming home the tail end of coming to me who near Kosovo at that time. The tail end from 1962,
63.
From every
president, any penny for a woman,
any penny for no more what they stood for. And now, Mr. Businessman, I've been able to examine. And what actually they wanted to do. So I'm privileged, to know a lot of these things. Yeah.
A champion. So, we share the housing project. We share the industrialization near there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Abe Diamayen, even in democracy, Akwenya wo ho senki betima ye bibisa ye ntimi e de na champion wo a ne ye mpanifo e bi ni a hwe Kumasi Sports Stadium hwe mfie bebre wo de siye Kwada Su Estate Pankrono Brookroom Estate o konkran estates ahodo danso mine a champion e siye but one chess out
72 6 years.
Or the influence, yeah. Dear, now you're lucky. You're very full.
Well, you see, I know that's where see Ghana high. Unfortunately, I say a lot of people don't almost kind history. A champion, or yeah, maybe the many I sat across. Now. I cried for you. You see, such champion no call commercial school or surgery. No, the career surgery. The career surgery, I want to call Sahest of UK, a university. But I cried for no more than year to say, Osuanguma. What you say? If you're a champion, I dare not. I cried for no year and say, almost destroying and say,
Wabon.
Montebrofu. So, and yet the policy, no, January they were attacking. First, Ubetu Buziano, so Buziano. Now I asked and for a power.
Brenim
Yenanum, me offer nominee because a tune, me offer a minute. O transans ayaw kofi buzi asibe bebu man aso obi anka bi ama champion just ha Kumasi penfo no at that time ha
the champion no free tetrim kra no man so ni mu
omo free so as and for the most of the time we don't accept our own so until a hampering for no and a man as I'm bass a crash for no so if you say uncle school so until a champion the problem so but already the way name or a champion time he was able to man penfobi so Dear Mensa, on the grounds to be a human man. Dear
Mensa, Mensa, papa.
Yes. Siam
Tata
Brewery I see Tata Brewery see obi amfa bi meka ho
ene isenka siam tena ho anka oni Guinness nom ne companies ka Coca-Cola mo kra nyo muti pan ne siam
that's right now no dey siam ya me just feel nsem ya say asichire akoto asichire above control price
no entity eje Tata Brewery finish
after building
such a huge industry.
I was build on. I'm not pound because I'm going to go to Liberia. So a man choir gave me go Africa in an no a champion. So sit down kote or cocoa baby. That time, no. Not Ghanaian businessmen, champion time or resume. They were higher than Nigerian business people. Coles no the
Coles Motors.
Yes, all the buy or status or assemble.
Audio Ghana. A champion brand.
Or
champion man.
You supported them, yes. Boache mattress.
Higher.
Yes.
Nana B Nana.
Office club.
Nana B Nana no.
Nana B Nana so papa I don't know.
Nana. Watch mattress. Yeah, watch mattress.
Only in office. Eji o cause aba nyina no. On office no aba. Ne aba nkomo sa. So, ono a champion no wo empower odi kan empower women adum owiem. Estate. Yes.
Real estate
Accra. So a champion did very well, but push back from
other people no.
Was that let him down.
Dangote, Olumelo, Otedelo, Adanuga, and then Womu saw a friend say, Omanhene Obasanjo or Nekufo baye.
Yeah.
And then Nigeria phone see Obasanjo phone because
he built them.
Obepeja Dangote mo.
Yeah.
And maybe ade. And now if you are looking for billionaires in Africa, Nigeria and Kwabe to me amount be edu anabe duno.
More than that, yeah. You see, our problem.
Penny for no. I said, or tiny and nibreno dosso.
Now, you see, business is a practicing job. You see, I am MPP. You see, MPP came up as a business people, academician, and even traditionalists, you know. But I don't know how they drifted. You see, that was why I'm best as a Motier interview. As we sit here, NDC have done very well for their business people.
Yeah.
Why? Over airwaves, NDC. I take control.
Local.
TV, any name.
Okay, television. The communication side.
Yeah.
Ufa TV, radio, no idea.
Go. Power sector, independent power producer.
Asogli.
They empower them.
NDC for.
Over oil and gas.
The NDC for.
NDC for all the sectors.
Now even grab aeroplane.
And just all the sectors.
Passion.
All the
passion near our.
Passion, yeah. So,
a friend say.
I look at the Senate for.
But also was shares for. Asogli. Papa.
Yes, sir. But yeah, drew a soa. I don't know how you call for him. Say, yeah, power, yeah, principal power. business people, obiara na present your power. So if you become a minister, and you what you say, and my name minister, and I was some business catcher, obiara.
David, and no never you.
That is the problem.
Was so empower
business
people no. But they don't do it.
They don't do it. They themselves.
Business people na and until elections 2024, businessmen in Washington region, Mitchmark say 100, 95% and to about
100. You by meeting, by meeting no business for no so much. Number.
They told them.
Yeah, I mean, so I came. Now,
and so I'm going to see my parents, your mama, or airport. I didn't mean who be that.
And because
Kumasi businessmen, they could see your mama or airport.
Yes, yeah, no. The Bimo come once a month, I are wholesome papa. We say, yeah, bam. None of the creators, yes, 100 or 60. I don't know why.
Correct.
Or Chico. You buy and one.
Yeah,
you go in fins.
Yeah, you cheat now near the board members.
Nasi.
What you cheat near the Chico no, Eddie Amanas, and an articulators go.
And I'm into a Tony Amraka too.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? And at that time, VIP was there. It was a heated. Obi used to say, so crown near Murphy, Otikrumaha, now a businessman. You're not to one country. Oh, a businessman. Now, Ninkaniako crown near Ma. Moko in the Tema. And Granny did the drew that a Kwashiano, the Akogun warehouse. Or no, the lady back Asia.
Same way.
O Drew Osuna.
Near Girano.
Near Girano. It be never good form.
Owia no aba.
Owia. A joy a businessman.
But it me Gina or more 3 times. Kubasi.
And I'm sure.
Obanibio. Yes. Me amity. Every businessman or Kumasi ha.
Yeah.
And him say. Me can say we kai say. And then I mugu munyuma.
Not just
one ka omandu munsemu nyina da.
Me say.
Can you tell in Crawford?
At that meeting, I told VIP, they do a crime because it is not fair. It is one country. Assume because only an echo film or Togo. Or the Chama Baby Drew. What justification do you have?
Papa, me see yetimi call Obi warehouse. O call offload ni niema no. Na o ma call warehouse for say o ma chika no. No mo de niema no nansi ha branche baako. Ne niema yetu niema ni nyina gu ho. Wo mo hyeche wie na nsu abo niema. No ma saka cho say wo sakotia. Omo loadi niema no. Na wo de we ye me a. And you the same person, no? And to him, 2024 election, Kumasi ha. The businessman kind they say MPP ba power ombe guo mu nyuma.
Yes.
Anya sa no ka.
And you know, asam no ya rehosem. Omusa MPP no. Media be feel say Nanado said the Kwamna kan. Some aspect he did very well. Very, very well for the country. But the politics now, papa.
Politics no.
Nah, papa. You see, and now, I do we are country will be other, but I don't know. Maybe this is my first interview.
Okay. You see,
yeah, I mean, why are people who tune for?
Omunti.
Meeting baby, no matter. And now the frame is member. We call now the list, the ministers list. Shemokuli list, the foreign day. But finance minister, not Owia. And now, yeah, all my life I don't detect to people. I want you to take your own decision.
Okay.
So that you can live by it.
Okay.
So Sam said, now, what is your view? I don't take. But no my no money. But what about finance ministry? Now, me no. Ufrat had na since 2007.
Okay.
Or the chairman of finance committee na me deputy. I'm very be and see me that. Okon Hobakan go to William
and have a discussion
and discuss with him. Now you take a decision. And you mean you back of it. Many damn person. Many be
you for it.
Yeah, very nice human being. But you see, we're so nice and Obobra until near a Biana. Which my Ghana Hano for me, Barry do Nancy, Barry do with me from 1 a.m. No summer, my view. You see, to be a finance minister in Ghana, you also have to have smart street sense to deal with, because the economy is underground. Because Oba no $2 and for bank. So guys for bank and so most of the deal is
it's massive JD.
Okay, Nana. And when you are there, baby, it's also this and
Echo.
It's a member family business. When was a papa million, but me coming from
to catch it another. Say more from over yata. And yes, what yadi. Name mom. Say what ye busianity.
Any certain thing, you know.
And ye may be
I too fine gentlemen to deal with certain
issues. Robust issues.
Yeah. So now, so who? That's for open my recommendation. My boy nipa needing. No, I also can't argue. And I knew that one shot, yes, in the
ABC.
So,
it's when you one said, Nessie.
And young man, the army understand some more kind of crowd, you are too soon. And yes, be a small more country. So now, since that time, I'm can't say much. No. Without any man can save you. So maybe somebody leaked.
We got chance.
So I know maybe near America, baby.
Oh, see me a farmer. But now also penny ye.
Penny ye. So you could have played a better role for Nana. What do you say? It's a party for me. Omo in your power no.
Omo refi.
Omo ntie futu.
Sempa no waka.
Omo ntie. So can then say about Bedu say what you say. But you have Bedu this level.
Then tina wo candidate our person I to Obama no. Matisi say we say your duju. Yeah. And our tanachi. O business partner baby nipa kan Kennedy. Why do you?
I mean Kennedy is mine. I mean
at a point in time, the last election, now you're a campaign manager. Yeah. Why do you prefer Duchum to Kennedy this time?
But why do I prefer Duchum? I can tell you.
Okay.
Senior. My country is Messiah head of states, baby.
That's right.
And what the bar a man, me businessman. But Dubai. When they were suddenly
desert.
I flew from here to London and from London to Abu Dhabi. And I'm far car about Dubai near me Sharjah. Now me drew Abu Dhabi no. Nakutuka airport was bigger than Abu Dhabi.
First time I could do it. Nakutuka such Abu Dhabi.
Yes. Ena me drew a free me no adam for you free Iraq, my business partner or land. Enti Nasiwo Sharjah. It's a driver from Abu Dhabi. Yeah, but then you are talk. No light. When you are light off, you do Sharjah. Sharjah no say you're and you could see Ajman. Next thing I say, Hanun say, "We go across here." Since you talk, Ateche and Avi, Uma Oniswa. I tell you, trees.
Nyanko.
Nyane no own damn pano. But what you ever see Ajman? No trinity damn pano. Oh, scary. So what I'm saying is that I saw Ajman, Sharjah, Dubai.
So any city, any ne. Who say I will do you?
China me call what's this? You change and could be a French. Me call me started me call China. No, a fishing village. It's almost a IT center. But maybe started me call China to say you. Not China. Now me cry me say you lucky. Company na na me ye adwuma no. Wo president na no oteso no. Ho no ye adwuma. Iti me kwa no ye dinner. Omo frɛ polyburo members ni bebree ba. E ma metie how they did this thing. And in man at the top one yeah at the neck. Until no mo dey be a bomb bu ni say. Then champion was say no emfa ho the color of a cat. The emfa ho is a cat no to be chere kura.
Any here no.
Any here. That is then champion slogan. No mu nyina no mu ye here. Ghana crowd there. Of course, China more resources, natural resources. But Ghana, you're so near there, you walk. But how much more development? I'm not my free by 1 month. So almost train cutted 350 kilometers per hour. This is almost only record 900 kilometers per hour.
Bullet trains.
Bullet trains.
You got try be more Japan. Chai.
What you say? Eti me there say person Ghana because the there me you we hard ya kwasha ha me who grow 5% and no everything go see baby so say you di be 60 something years your per capita income that $3,000 and no media I don't accept because abrofo de shemu abrofo se economy ni e wo bu no abrofo no so mu ni half o bebe 1/3
no mu yi free mu a
so mu yi free mu a
in number 1,500
over number 1,500 what you say bibi a no ha bia se gas oil and gas ya mo yi so open world a o mo ba ko fa na free Philippines just come on world o
I be Ghana.
So I know you're in training on.
The scale no ho. We are importing them.
No skill in here.
We say scale no Philippines.
Yeah, but we can train our people. What's that you know? Don't buy on your juma. What you say? Say plumbing. Say open plumbing grandma ako your juma. So oh. Challenge from baby wa no achiro. What you say?
I'm saying that a Togo for na GPO.
POP
na Ghana.
Ejibara no nya adwuma wa ha. What you say? Men said China for year. Dubai crowd no kofa India for any Filipinos. Any be here mo man. But Singapore no a human resource. What is it? Opening me call China me really hope because very nice car $11,000. Me buy house aka no me busa no $25,000. Why? Sir, Obrasha say obi a university. Ye co school no. Obi a university no about 1 year not that brand new car. Yes, can handle. Na ade a turn 10,000.
Over gym 20,000.
Over gym 20,000. Why? Because over on duty. Obetua me fan say or turn 11,000. Or about offer free to the about 12,000. Or bar over half of it. Now go 18. Also no so nya 30%.
So the 2,000.
Why should you who didn't do anything about the car? Would you 40% in the money? What tell me? Na technology na bano. Yamran no want to participate bi. Abrante de benu here, do you need TV? Ni fridge. Ni studio apartment bi to say. Owi university. Wonya sa de no ya. Wonya ne car keto bi require. Seven aim high.
That's right.
How to change his
environment and no one brabo.
So, it made me feel say, ya, Okwana, you see much to do, and I bet young Corey. Sibet back over being swa. Won't be new knowledge in from Nim dear. Ya Kaichi, ya delay time, but you bet my chance here.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Ya chance here now. The gap on just a mobile chama, a bedroom may be no. I'm a new million ukono. Near go for now, say, sebi, and what? Because technology in Bako,
big jail.
To say AI, I shall say, Obia. We can also, Yenya, Obia, or yeah, educational year. Listen, what compared to man, it means as a referee, bra. And I'm one. It is a per se education. Na manzenya je tuma. Na se obia. Ono no aye bia man ni pe hunu say aye yi aya. Obi e betwa aye ne reference. Why not?
Okay, I understand you now.
O jamje. O betwa ko school no kra say because o degree ni ye. But say obi na watch sha. Me ga say mi nchiro na me ye Minia ya Kemania can Japan. No so be brewery. The man here and Yama. Ye hunima. The consultant no buy no buy me fee. And Obusam say now over behind ye brewer. I'm saying no over the ben go brewer. More for behind ye brewer. And ye didn't call them so minana no a palm one tapper. So good. Not just a brew, recipe, no, 1868.
If you are with
the today at the best, 1868. Oh, yes, we are sending the system, aircon. What you say? Now, Yamiso or say Yamina many pay. Now, 50 man, if you don't strategize by education and then strategize where we want the country to go and work at it. And you know, American book be Morocco or more African, more a year and a book which I say the intent of doing that African say we raise on country now. Event and Europe event standard year, and they have achieved and overachieved. You know no more no, and yeah, football na na
intention no new football.
That's they want to events.
Not just country. Event country to be. It to me be Abrochenia maybe crowd Morocco.
That's right.
That's right. That's what I say.
What's the mission? So where are we going? So there's so how many panel education, how many skill, how many year we can't go anywhere.
Okay. You're running tea. And then when come up, say another time I will have the opportunity with you. Na Uba Kumasia, you know, Chinkomo. Opening upon you, Medasi, Pan or Pace when you're bringing at Chinkomo.
It's now. If you say a duchu, young fear nation, your mahni and nana. Nana, touching. Yeah, they say, as party, Mano.
And here. Medasi opening bio now to send a Chinkomono. Mamma, me no match a pan, so you Mumra. Mamma, the Andrew Chinkomono. Opening Medasi pa, Yami, ain't shroud pa. Na Montras near Moncomo. George, next a momentum. Na you were quite less in saying near Tissimus Anu there. Yana, I charge it. Over partner to say, yeah, nobody has say.
In fact, your studio is very, very beautiful.
It's beautiful, eh? You love it, eh? Okay. George, the last week go by.
Yeah.
Aye. You love the studio, eh?
Of course.
Oh, goodness me. Mr. Well condition, I know I should do well. Maybe I'm a woman do one. I feel not George Casana and no bucket. Jabi Rabak for transit. George, my interior.
My ever chair at you for near Arivona. O mine see was it or Habestrow.
See you was Ramia check.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, say, me a penny. That could almost
so Habestrow.
Nominating in transit. Go for Besso Muno. Sir. Mobo see you, sir.
Where do you say, Enche?
Sao, many bedgy,
or the did quarters.
Many bedgy, papa,
Enche.
Ever heard any?
O mine, Gabin Rob Bank. And Thursday. At here for near phone. It's one time, mine, Echo so Ghana, ne Santimania. You see, mine, Gabin Rob Bank. Offer baby, now Metina came now. Mammy for be moving como. Among us, be a Yagmo Gabin Rob Bank. No more can bank be Gabin Rob Bank. It's all far Gabin Rob Bank. O far Gabin Rob Bank. Let's say, I was now, you see, you Mokoji or Malaysia near Bocheman. See, be na at the bay at Yanka. That's right. Mine, Gabin Rob Bank 42 years in longevity. Banson be banana about Montman at the bay. Answer for but here by Yantia and once in Bonivia. I go so some Ghana mine as Antimania. You may can sort that a customer system can ask a more boy bank night the back also. O mine, I was on the day, me say, NCBA 2026. The answer the Ben and Como at the bay. I'm a Zin investors party. As a cano ban on the better bango. And Ra is a branch back. Mine will be the 5 million Ghana cedis buy out by your investment, which is a friend say, Tiaphone, or mine, Jabura Bank, see a really fixed deposit campaign. Rate no a very, very attractive. Will be one man, maybe $1 million or $100,000 per baby there too. But all we rate our form. Jabura Bank, the Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye can rate. Na mutual consent and what nas. You are not at the rate near the amount. You are 3 months, oh, you are 6 months, and you are 1 year, so you are the oh. Baby, you will be a beer. What crack run up your friends, a Yambra Mesa, friends, investment to a mine. And Tempai be drew the aye. I will cheer for us on say Hannah any young pa because be one ma. Why my bread? Now, or this bagan has here. Bua, back up different again. Was it? Scanner the aye basa. Or Canada, or Japan, or Australia, Germany, or the Obibia, the number to Nuga, Monfrey. And first the portion of mine and reach no esso. Mean to infant to Jack. Now, what share Nipadoma, a babay's investment now. Say, a queen in pa. To mind where I say that be on babay's first the portion to be on rubber. Now, so you're the emphasis. O mine, that's any bia, Soranopa. Now, or the Saturn Butum, and now, and Zikusis Casua, and an assem. The background friend, the crana, who said, never for the bay, Abba. Yes, the Argentine investment.
That's right.
You see, I know, Uberbe Bia, not if you back what the bay, if you feel a chair will be at the bay, at the actual Siska. Oko. You see, Anchebia now said 60 years now at the bay, not two. The Bureau Bank, they put a be a friend the Argentine investment. O mine, no. Obiet maybe titiro ne ma me no mo edifo no mo kigiti ane ada no maka centers no o de Ghana card na o pictures no fabra bia ma time be so se obekọ pension no na ska na yede be ai bebre because day in day out na say o hwa say time no kwa na yede be ekọ see ya me hwa me time na o say abo 996 but the next you say 2 yede be abo na che say a friend say nipa wo ya de bia fan say o make decision bia financial year so toto no ma yi that investment na ba ama obia 10 cedi 50 cedis 10,000 2 years 3 years ebe so no na sika na ba ho ebe de be ai bebre o ma yin shares no so yegu so a no so ye ton shares no nyina na say wo di sika ba be she bank nim that bia bank no so ekọ animu na ewo na ye che dividend na usika na de be she mu no bank no so nye de be eni nyawo in shares no so 50% per share and so bia wo bia ye ba abaye sa djuma de di de amount 70 kan last year AGM no dividend at Jabra Bank na share my shareholders no ma hin na ekọ na nim yi pa isi ama e fa ne say foreign communities ni nyina bebre na so de ba abeto shares yi bi shares so be so ya enya ade bi a ye tintin bia Ghana card na picture see the can distance so that be a barrier ba ye shares bi the amount o ma hin e ba Owia TV na say ameka sempa ho asem de na say ama because see no bi wa normal free habo aba na jimodo kwa ye de be achi no Jabra Bank sempa loan no ma hin ogbowura branch bia o de manager me pass sempa loan bi mu say friend say officers no be kan Owia me bi manager no be class e terms and conditions ka krebi na so no ma na wo habo no onya kwan akwa ye de awakoyi eno so Owia enya ba ka trade numbers no betudwa o peso asempa loan ya o de say dem kan ko branches nyina na managers no so ye de be hwe papa me jama enua kitina on class
o baba mama ntio
Omanhene mesan echie wahwefo ene etifo ene titu Jabin Bank customers say you buy 42 years ni mudaso a ene ye ejuma na ebesre obi a oni Jabin Bank ene ejuma onbonra ye branches bia we have 12 branches ewo Asante mem onbonra ho na onbi account Omanhene ye beka ye savings account ye savings account no eye account bia eno na odi sika ketwe bi beto ho a na mfaso no aye bebre your savings account no your interest rate no aye very 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 high enti me maame for your papa for na sebi omosori na omodi sika ahye empase ana wardrobe no omombo nra Jabin Bank your branch bia na omombi account bia no so nye den kwa eno ana Ghana card eno digital address ubodra your branch bia mu a simatia na ebie account no e the amount na wo so wetimi aye investment ni bi Omanhene yesan so osusu account susu account dey e dekra na say utina wo josu utina wo store ofie ye ma ahofefo ebebe wura wo store ofie a wo aba beji sika no e de akoto oboko e de amount ogina ho na wo bo a ubenya alert sika na wo de man no accredit account enti ubehu say wo balance no aba e de amount Omanhene sanso o salary account omo ye bosumi adwuma so we teacher ni so we nurse ni so we doctor Jabin Bank e wo salary account e de man na de ye de kra ni say our interest on loans no e very 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 low so we wo salary account e wo Jabin Bank na wo pe bosia interest na e wo ho no e wo fom pa enti e besre teachers, nurses, doctors. Wa we busumi adwuma bia waketua emfa Jabin Bank no. But modern na waketua emfa Jabin Bank. Omanhene sanso corporate account. Corporate account ma institutions like Owia FM. Omanhene my account na mo fambre Jabin Bank. Any churches, schools, hospitals. We are very busy. Muntimi nja accounts ne ho emba bank de bia. Mo frey ya Jabin Bank. Ye beba beje scanner their koto account no amamo na de ye den kra ne say no charges untia charges bia e wo ho ye de koto mu ade sika na ode mai na no ana de betum bosome ne nso ne enka say ye beji wo sika ne nti no ye tete charges e de free ho nti ye besre companies churches schools mo account emfa Jabin Bank mbo nwa ye branches bia na mo famfa ho they say George Kai no distance is not a barrier
that's right
nti ye shares no in fact last year AGM Omanhene po ni behwe sika no mfaso no obi ani age enti wa wo atri uni kumase kwa na wa akra eno asa bobo ye share short code no *389
*389
984 hash.
984 hash.
Omanhene Pacho Mrs. Subium. *389
*389
984 hash.
984 hash.
No follow prompt. O follow prompt na obey do na waiting me I register no waiting me auto shares ni bi na afese say wo so when ya sika ne bi de gu bottom e de ahwe efi any entrima. Omanhene Nyankopon adom. Yatonsu branch no ye bia ye adwuma.
That's right.
Ye beda atonsu agogo market ase. Say ye buy ye omaso ye mom ne ye adwuma. Ginya say espresso eputu eja e beda obi a sefe yi ase omomo ho nyina communities no e do mase pass Dwabin Bank e buy ye omaso ye mu fefefa omne ye adwuma. Enti se wo atonsu na wonye MBA account e wo Dwabin Bank e besre ye branch no wo Atonsu High School Junction. Ehwa na Dwabin Bank ewo nti bowura ho na die account no ne head office ewo Dwabin Asante Dwabin ehwa na Dwabin Bank e head office no ewo Chiefs Palace ho na esanso obi obonwe taxi rank Dwabin Bank ewo ho onwe nso so yewo Roman Catholic ubowura ho Dwabin Bank ewo ma fefe ne me ma fefe ho a ombe assist de opebia na ebe ye ediama na ejiso nso yewo taxi rank ehɔ na Dwabin Bank ɛwɔ just community nim ɛna yɛwɔ sepe Galco House Dwabin Bank ɛhɔ na yɛwɔ ɛna Adehyeman Kejetia Gate 3 yɛni Dubai market no ɛna yɛ opposite nti mo a mote yɛn ka free Kejetia Dubai na ɛbɛsrɛ mo mbonre Dwabin Bank mo kwan no ane mo Ghana card ne mo digital address na account na ebie ni fefefe fume so anso so yɛwɔ taxi station aboa so yɛwɔ Asante line Roman Hill Udu Roman Hill Atonsu station baby a man boku be no ehwa na Dwabin Bank ewo ena New Road magazine eno so ewo more time building udu more time ho a ehwa na Dwabin Bank ewo ena Pankro no the tallest building ewo market ho ehwa na Dwabin Bank ewo enti ebestre etiefo Asanteman wa untimi ni Dwabin Bank enye adwuma no bo wura ye branches bia na enye adwuma Bibi nti na wuntimi nkwa ye numbers ni 0544 74 58 56 0544 74 58 56 0242 38 74 98 0242 38 74 98 Omanhene yebesre wotiefo ene wahwefo se obia emfa ne hombedon Dwabin Bank.
Yes, that's it. Enjoy your day.
Thank
to
you.
The max. Sikops Connect Limited. Etonsa Frel say when it comes to travel and tour company, I'll bet me ama wanamontio efa akwanti ho sem ato boko wano ediama wa Sikops. Europe, Asia, North America, US and the Canada, South Africa, and our person who quiet over yes, South America. Sorry about that. Bomodin says Sikops Connect over WhatsApp here. Number 055 373 2982. 055 373 2982. Now, driver, concrete mason, forklift operator, truck driver, welder, Tyler, steel benders, housekeepers, auto mechanic, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, waiter, waitress, bar attendants, hotel service attendant, cleaners, laundry workers, any cool kitchen attendants, now pursue too kindly. The place is Sikops Connect Limited. WhatsApp 055 373 2982. You know, be your bookings. Now, ya chow brow per se. Obano, you know what the commercial sitting in at the amount. Emo pafie. So per se, udi emoa, yeah, emo papa. I make come for premium and super premium rice at the amount. Emo pafie nkwana abenya yato. Households, if ye provision stores, supermarket, chop bars, food vendors, hotel, restaurants, opersen crofobedi dinomudi and more anuncio da a year. Premium and super premium rice. Afe the other be namno and now they ye dian and jambi so ya bean oil a American standard Food and Drugs Authority America agiatum yummy tomato paste and so ya the abedwa so a wa obedi dance say why nkwan why stew ani call come anya dia ye de concentrate bi afra na bibi de wa utimi say tomato sankasa enunti ena for ni kire adum ye ben oyerepa patase ye ne chamfo hotel ena me de enso so Parks and Gardens Junction wa ena be 0244 615117 0244 615117 na obi epedan ewo amekom asokwatek atonso for krom afọ kwanta ene Kumasi Portema a bench stadium etibomodena friend number 0249 761022 0249 761022 Dennis Kwakwa ewo benchen anope na woye wona wo bon 2 hours antimantem ha Ghana ha nyina se omugiri se mraso se etu ahini esi ahini for peja omani omo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Dennis Akwaba
Oman mejoso
no official pa
afen come to you
na umpom to say
then share me ho ye gidi so ho ye
mensume ho ye pa anopai
de said ye oti ha wo ye ya wo je ayi awo aha nti mesuma baby
na tana wo so baby yo
mesuma baby ayi ma men cha hwefo nyina anopai na se studio ye de se otumi de mpasi ha na pa badabi
oba no asa beda
I know the Jesus. I have a little. And then Mathieu, I mean, I honorable Cabrabo at him. I saw to me for Pombio. Aye, and I mentioned my baby.
That's right.
Be a Cabinia Cabrana or Chantrock, a crank, a crabia. Oh, now, Mitien, baby, 7 said not to me, but no so by how I say we are so called Traba Mount, Nabu Canadia. Not just a for camp for Nava power, and you know, Obian Carpenter.
I know they won't come.
I can't. Hey, meaning I would be good stream, sir.
One come.
And now come person me touch no Marcus honorable ade na esa na for the so aka bia ba unyankwa na aka bia ma no ono nkwa na aka bia ma na o church asense so to aba maka na dia we kofo nipa ade kofo obi ani dia e ba umia esre o ma papa nda o ma boni bia ni
ma menti wa no pay e wo ma probo said na san ne na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de ni bibia wie ye ototo ne am say monko siesie mo ho ama memeda dia wo tie wa no pay a wo ye obi oto abane bie die enti na wonya nan ni nyina na ontuma ba wo
ya one medase maka
be yini mami wa
ma simplify campaign no me se ne mami ansa na se delegates nyina hwe they carry history of presidential elections in this country. The Tosumi, Nipa na omujina no obi asu ne ban. The Tosumi ansa de no betumi ayama omano amabi aka party for. Saa ne mama ansa ni ade asese obi adwene ho. Oman abakosem de politics na ye ka no osori abati ase we say my polls we say manya prophecy we say ne nyina aka buma ne nyina history. Okay, cancer and money in Abuma no bit to them to me projecting the trend and say that here. I don't no concern. So what happened in the year 1992? Yeah, the Professor Dubois had called power election winning Kunim. The CBO said Professor Dubois did not get a second chance. And so in the political history of 1992, Bano, Ononkwane the only presidential candidate the time Trema were the president within MPP and DC. Professor Dubois is the only person. In the MPP didn't call election. One way near one opportunity any president.
Okay.
When Mahama when Kufuor contested Rollins said the president not a connection will be the or Kufuor any chance and Kufuor second chance will be the president.
Okay.
Mercy contested Kufuor 2001 and only a second chance will be the Kufuor contested Mercy now when you know the next opportunity Kufuor will be the Mahama contested Luzu ya senior opportunity to be another president. And so political
history is on Bawumia's side.
History is that to be a opportunity by a second
one obey him
and third one be a deal one penny. I will my will. And when to mistake ya, it be a C and SS and my Dubois his second chance to be uncle the president. And so a never be Shabre and then crab ya cow. And I feel so. Physical evidence and say, we be at an contest. No, my say to that, oh, born to her. enipa bi a wokɔ ka wasmachi no bi edi ka akɔsɛw enti saa abato na yɛtoro yɛ de a wɔntoma wo badaachi bi no sɛ nyame boa na sɛ nipa no kɔ hu yi a ɔsinti sa akɔ entro ne etwa to no so de na mede ma ba bɛdɛ ɛbɛma no obi wɔ hɔ a wasɛm a woka no nkonti asɛm no mpo no mfa maba message no obɔ nwum bi sasa wontie ti mahama de sepere wonim sɛ ne wokɔfa Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto even in Nkrɔfoɔ a wɔte office a wɔn wonim deɛ woka manifesto na bebree bɛka sasa asɛm no mante ɔmante because abere na hu hia no ɔmpɛ sɛ obɛte with time nipa no sɛ nipa no sɛ no ɔyɛ adepa ɛno nti ɛbɛsrɛ delegates nhwɛ hɔ yie na asɛm a meka ne nyina asoɔ paa ne sɛ president bi ani hɔ a hand over ama obi a ɔne party mu da from 1992 president look at 1992 from Kwame Nkrumah apart from say Akufu edi tu kosi champion so anu nyina anfa so nyina fi busua ba ko oje power free ne nsem no ya ne ho democratically ato aba hand over palace school bi ne ho hand over ama ne ho da enu nti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the likelihood that a person anando edi to me man ye bia breaking date ye ya amfa na time bia nso a esisa no so de ma obi a owo ada party ma obi a Ghana for waton ho akye Ghana for pen na Ghana for anto no oba fie abasiesie ne ho yie no wasa ba bio omo hu ano makai wo eno ntia na sie e ka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the only MPP aspirant o sa opportunity say Ghana for hu ne ballot paper so da na Nkrɔfoɔ betra ha na ka kire man na papa na aton 12-16 years e beto na nketoe. We did not sell Bawumia in isolation. Yet Bawumia abra no compete jo Mahama. And so if experience is anything and Nkrɔfoɔ friends say exposure na say nkema Bawumia di president man ye dia. Then you when a competitor Mahama had been 12 years member of parliament and minister.
Okay.
For 12 years he was minister and a member of parliament at the same time. Number Bawumia politics. Bra Mahama free one by a vice president and a president for 8 years. Making 20 years. Uluzu presidency, he became the presidential candidate of the NDC for 8 times. 8 years in India. He became the de facto leader of the party. To me, Sabano. So if 16 years, it's anything to go by, and then they're competing against 28 years. And how did you expect Bawumia Bedinkunim? Then there was no way Bawumia could have won. But Namencha there's a Mahama free scene, there's nobody in NDC exposure and popularity about Bawumia or Ghana politics on Swanyabi. It is very unlikely that the vice president now, our Tia Kunyasu, will become their candidate. Robayimpa, the Bawumia beating is about Bawumia general election one ahead of her. Apart from that, there's nobody in NDC or also the vice president in me. And now I ran debate or opportunities for a candidate for the NDC. Then if popularity is still at the Nkrɔfoɔ then there's nobody in NPP who compares himself to Bawumia.
Okay.
Then Bawumia is the best person. I still have standing chance to say, yeah, they don't quite Ghana for Behune before you need to. He's a very calm personality. You can emotional intelligence, Papa. Ya bone yama be friend of Donko, a be friend aqua, or ya tuni din sans wuniano. I say for the past 17 years. Maybe calm, already ever some more shots, and I mean, I'm back calm on. I did be able to swami be a swap. You didn't be able to maybe be a mayor, and he never proves himself a brother. And then be out or man who quite says, and you're for bar. Obey to me, and that is Bawumia. Apart from the competence, the BBA, Nabati, oh, a coffee Bawumia, but I never saw a crab to know the candidate fee. Say, Comono. Said the economist, he ban ever economy, dear, when at force and the ever far, Papa Bakumano make common and any juma. When the catcher said Bawumia will not be able to debate the economy of this country. Bawumia in 2020, or vice president, another say, for the lives of our people, we are going to spend. They are spending the economy no China. I believe in the competence of my workforce. Say between the economy now, a papa so. If we are in the economy now, which 2022, this man went to sleep. Goes to the president and says, my friend says, say, baby, I do there. Gold purchase program. Yento gold ungu Bank of Ghana. Said ya baya say economy no chire na. Ekwan bi aso ebetumi de gold na so. Yenkofa gold for oil. Mra said ya baya dollar na ye hia de akokra oil no. Pressure no beba for mama oil no bo aba for. And na me no ka say. A letter of a crude a products and a ton of pump and a ton of 23 cedis no. Before we left power, now every 23 we drew 14 did here. Because there was a program, there was a policy that was implemented under Mahmoud Bawumia. That's a trajectory now. So, but for the greediness and the insensitivity of Mahama, they be out on and then one cedi less than price out on at the pump. So now can you book petrol 9.9 one in Mahama area 8.9. And it is because of the program I did to from Kwame Nkrumah time. ABC say Akufo-Addo be di ade na o ya wie no. Ghana gold and now na ye chiba nyina na boy e boy dey e can say. Okay. A boy a humbra say asem to ye dey na 8.5 tons. Then from 2023 you get a man Bawumia go to the president and say now gold is the new order. Entiento gold no asem to ye da chia. Yet me dey aye a buffer. You increase gold reserve from 8 we do 30.1. And now you can say 1 year and this if we have a ton 13 tons. Gold Kwame Nkrumah BC Akufo-Addo 2023. Omo 8 omo ton. Omo fan kan. Dabi ade woni mu dia asi. Omo Bank of Ghana for you omo dia to website. Omo accounts say each say we gold reserves are 18.1. From 30 30.5. Gold reserve gold bond gold no mo to de koi. Omo so mo to gold now e busa say omo ton koton di. The Bawa Rock. Aboka. Yes. Bank of Ghana. No. So this is what is happening. Gold no go hono. Sika. And $1 dollar no. Aho den no be ko from na yakaso mo ba no muntimi nyere. Nti gold no na be ma mo dollars. It is a Cuba fool say Dubai fool here gold. Am time gold bars. No ma ko ton no ma $1 be cheche go bank ni so ko akobonya bi. And so gold no kwa ema. Gold no kwa ema. And at the omodi Ghana sika so to talk to the gold board no. Oko forest bureau was $1 na yes 12 no akotua say sika na koto gold owie na yekoton gold no abrochira in the name of Ghana say gold no abrochira for ntono forest bureau for obeton the Bank of Ghana the Bank of Ghana rate 11 no yakoton 12 ni yakoton 10 ni aboka $1 ni about $1 so ono Bawa Rock no business or ye fa bia no 1 ounce of gold we 1 kilo say dey bia ye aboka $1 or more, and only $214 million. A cana, and that one I can almost so many into. And then, man, IMF for saying and almost say, almost advise developing economies. Say be or why will be able to meet their son whom our money seek as a good. And to Munsia said they're too good. So, but Umia idea now about 2023, no, I don't know, a ruby as to be a castle, but Umia Banase, oh, ye nya. Debate Papa Biawana Kato said Bawumia is not going to discuss the economy. Has the NDC implemented any new program or policy? A trajectory which was supposed to be natural and spontaneous. And can be able for be another now inflation 53% and about 23. At the end of the year, so 30 a programs and the policies are not implemented. And so Bawumia is the best way to debate the NDC on economic terms because it still has what it takes to do a Nema NDC for the afternoon so baby. And when you fan to her, and I can say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ufia no ani so abekase onyeshe enti yakoto ababu bi o she Ghana for mine and never be edura no omo kan so omo peso jani abedi omo so bi even former president Rollins I know she should that no I would do omo no say 11 years no ebra Ghana for ji ni tumu pa na fe oba kruma na santiman nyina boje no so ne ho fa na sabro de choose atare go ho election no worry about a bit karma. And now the damn Akufo-Addo was the best person to win election 2008. Instead the same people for turn the year no. Ni akofa na naba na de na ni so shobo be cheche nkrofo Ghana for say empedo be cheche nipa ye hu bi pan. Ye pedo beba na e benya kwan akodwuma akoton ne ma pa bibi kakra be di nti akwan so ya asomdie hina ye ntoma no. O yare kra ntoma no odi no owu na asomdie ba ye pe. They make sure say na Nado went home to reform and appear more sober. And peaceful. Nado afedi at the core of his campaign in 2016, obi any MPP man not cotton na kwakasa na nani so shibiu. Ye kana na ba obey free education because that is what the people needed. That is what they wanted to hear. And Ghana for Kazi and go back to military rule. It is Mahmoud Bawumia who he has said obey Akaben sem and that to trust man son what me the president didn't ye. They are doing ideas in our canon. I don't know be able the president and be boomai. And no na your crop 4-5 no bia will be by a friend say a brave will be dear. The end dear call any more, the trim upon any social vision. A ya dear, I can't hear between as a song, mine or my animal, as a part to Omanhene no e Mahmoud Bawumia. It doesn't mean that they don't qualify.
Okay.
Omunyi na obi aye fit to lead this country, but Samira Haji Samira say it can be your time, but it may not be your turn.
Okay.
It may buy some crop for 9 to 10. Me buy 9 boy am 2 and obi shesi. I said I had to wait.
So it was your time, but it was not your
not
turn.
my turn. No be we inside the end 10 tin and no wa home we you know. Na say me train. The 10 is for all of them, but the 10 is that of Bawumia. Ye nyina enter na chi. I am fa no kwaji to me nye bibia ntia because and na ya two idea. So be a popular Ghana politics ma. Obetumi aje tumi ama your MPP ma. E Bawumia. Na ma me draw argument we.
Need you.
Do baby I pese be transparency ni be here. But one can so microphone to asemase. Microphone say ye de Bawumia call ye no dey lose 2.5.
Jo ahome mame. Home so me twa me ho basisia. Na de wo kan no ye si kwan so. Abusuafo mo mame me titia we ya me basisia.
ye wo wiase ene se opesika atre wadwuma mu anasa woniema begu port na wonya sika mfa nkoyie na adane wadwendwen eno nti na wo se wonya sika krabia obeboa mu wadwuma na atu mpon Jabinra Bank PLC ene wani daso yen asampa loan ewo homa wona wo pebesia ai import won niema ana uton auto part utonton cars eniema hoduo bia ema moton tuma ana entade sa akwanye wo homa obibia se obebadwabinra bank na oni abehwehwe nkomo na yen asampa loan die yenyi collateral yenyi commitment fee die wo hia application letter ye begina so dana ede loan ama wo interest rate na ekituwa bi obapa loan scheme ewo homa emergency fo amaka ho abom se ekuo na mo recognized institutions na mo pese modwuma enyini kwosro eno ne qualify mo mamutumbaji loan na mekai wo se interest rate ni ekituwa bi ya wo savings account current account microfinance shares susu dachinti investment group loan fixed deposit any de kika ho Jabinra Bank PLC yen head office for Asante Jabin yen other branches is nibi so ewo Ejoso Roman Hill Adesheman Pankrono Magazine Road Abuaso Fumesa Onye Sipetimpom Bonre Jabin any yen new officer ye bien no Atonsu Market ebe Kumasi High School Junction Friend 0271 409340 Anna 0544 745856.
Aha, Sekop Connect Limited. A company kasia ya dini petu kwan ekwa brochire. E pese ko Canada, UK, Australia, Germany, Spain, Italy. Country bia wo Ghana pese ko bia. Baby, no chinchina bre. Enso odofo bi kire Sekops ya so ye no. A obaye no enam no kase. Wo brochire. Wo di adanse.
Enenwumre mi gina ha. Aye, Amsterdam Kromon Ham Jine. Aye, Sekops for Adaroma. And then Miss Sumiwaha.
Safi Watibi, Sekops, Yene dine koye. Momadi ene tie, Yenya benso. Tama no person oko Dubai, wa chinchina Sekops, Yene dine koye.
Sekops, Adaroma. Yanka, Yeninda Susenka, Yebetu Quino. Sekops, Adaroma, Ama Yenso Yabedu and Pempenso ya. Yadi Aseda PSA, Piao, Emma Sekops.
Edward Sekops, Yasoya, Yenisika, Equapimise, or Visa Beba, and Sana, Wetuya, Usika.
Welcome back to the studios of Owia TV. We are live on Facebook, Owia TV. We are also live on YouTube. Bene Dennis Kwakwa and Wofia. Dennis, now we'll cast a moko to a bano. You die who buy my into.
About 10 so depending be on the by our first time by the power my. And penny force someone near dance here. It won't be at the yard dance here. I buy 2 year near 2.1 million votes. I'm in every constituencies in the polling stations nearby.
That's right.
And to me, the doctor Mahmoud by me a scene chain. No man analyzing aspirants or no more contest now, especially among MPs. Our marginal baby, I mean, at Thomas Waba, in year Papa Quabre Japan scene chain. So far, the year 2016, my power no any opposition. Honorable Canadian Japan, for instance, now you're MP. Or contest in 2016, he won 62% in parliamentary elections or as central. On one case, I did free education by Ghana for the 2 months cars on the Maya Capture Papa. The votes drop from 62% to 57%. On one case, 2016, near my power, near free education, your 62, about free education by over 57. Ofa, yeah, Papa. And I knew Abraham Champion. The year 2020, no a deputy minister under Nanado's government. In fact, I couldn't Kruma Betifia, near my way or no in 2020. But in 2024, no, from 2020, a year by a man, a minister, substantive minister, and we drew. I feel no I am to do my baby. I can't know I am on the constituency for no. He could not get votes on one man on 2020. He lost almost 3,000. Brian Champion. He lost almost 3,000 nominal figures. A choice and a baby enquire and yet in the pabacon. Or 5 near do to me, Papa do to my table something. The year 2020, the party of a catcher say, open one home minister, he will let you know, say he was not in charge. What I said, no to me more. But when in 2024, no by minister, substantive education minister, watching schools, and then put to be black or something. Well, he lost 11,000 nominal votes. 11,000. So it tells you that that same time, not 2024, no lose say, now Dr. Brechampo lose say, no. Papa Kennedy Japan could not have the party to maintain the seat in our transfer for 24 years. So it tells you, say, Abatwana cannot be the problem of one individual, but simply because he was the presidential candidate. Having increased the money in our capacity, Honorable Kennedy Japan. The first election bill, that was the time I know about board chairman for Ghana Gas. Look at Ghana Gas, and I say a Casa, and I say a member Brudman of Ghana Gas, a better or contract, as I said, young people, choir, be your contract staff 3, 4, 5 years. You try a more appointment, amend this for you already. And this is for a sake over 500 young people. Your ma contract or Ghana Gas for between 1 and 5 years. And to who was some? Yenina who was some? A yenina, your modemo. And I will be taught to manage a we must all accept, say, the blame cannot be placed at the doorstep of Belmia because the beer no I die here that's the ditches of the Adomo Bayana. But the only thing I dare do Ghana about to say, so the Nipano Konama no Kwama no could be dear. What me dinkunim. And more so, President Tibian to me had do over ma, will be what the party. They end up handing over to Bia. Ufrabonten, as any panel say, you'll be or could be there. Under the Fourth Republic.
Yes, your mama. If history is anything to go by,
he can't hand over to him.
He can't hand over to any NDC.
It's the reason why they want to force the third term for him. Because they know that without Sir diabolic and mischievous then Mahama is going for 4 years and NDC will be out of power. They know.
History is not on their side.
No. And there's no popular candidate in the NDC or China. Oh yeah, no, my country was say, I said, look at popular. You will not be popular in Ghana's presidential election to say you do to ballot paper. So, Tiama Camino be Ghana, filmmakers. If you bet me, say, for producers, you know, every circle, but we said, don't bet to ballot paper, so I will vote for them as your president. The only time you test that popularity is when you have put somebody on the ballot paper. And when I will be as someone won't pay funny by no worker. Then me say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has become the past question MPPO. Me teacher and all teachers will tell you, say, some crack or exams, you need a swap and past questions. Because him say, Sakrano couldn't the same question as similar one bar. Quite fast solve and obey me a fast solve. And Nuntene, Yakofa Mahmoud Bawumia, buying this if I can home some basalas and to must say, and this is for one home some car. In the Japanese chain. I was Japanese chain. the Ekofana Banuni, the Atrasha them. And to the Oma campaign, no. What in a new true, nothing I see a trans in the answer. They come on chich, which are Ghana for that one we know. And so say Pubia, and they walk fast about him. I knew the Acrophos so far on the bolus of a planet is about Bumia. And once they've said it, they have nothing more to add. It's better sending in iron 20. You ever come with so trans and I a quabontain. I'm a Ghana for whom no cry a woman. And when you say, could be no standard chance, and you'll be uncle be that. History is not supporting that. Data is not as supporting that. President Kufuor, 1996. Or election one way in 1998, almost 200 so amounts of farmer professor. And do I answer another Mumbi ne say, almost say, man, I'm at Sampa. I was not quite you voter region 1997. But quite for poster near the campaign 96. Me quite now drinking sport to be a voter. Never I could have so. And so in case it says a Kufuor, 2 man no one to me uncle campaign crying for you that's where they. Oh. And then in this country, constituency bank, community bank, as well the money should be a t-shirt. And you think that is nothing? It is political marketing that we are getting for free. Ghanaians are marketing the candidate for us free of charge. You want to change that image altogether. Then of starting free by before fraud. You think you are popular? No. And then my boys. Yes, sir. It's a care when we don't go school and we say, Panini says so. About one area. MPP about or church and I say, or say on the part train or bobo as the order about so balloting no any idea no said yes she no obuso for someone the contest here almost 33 but me no maka credit Japan no kind of table champion. That's how people see it, and it's always in that order, even in my man credit. We are busa second one say no why no him no or see on the ass with him 3. I don't cancer demons. If you don't busa first was and to no trip no was like on 4 can no kind of tell you. That is a coverage upon the first one who name the D. And the second one they 2 3 9 on him. What it tells you is say if you are selecting among the 3, they are more popular no. Even them crowd they are yet to turn 18. No him ahead. And until who choose candidate choose will be anything resonated deep into the hearts and minds of the people.
Okay.
And be akeke. Adwuma de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hye ya odi be create adwuma no vast. So for 2024 manifesto de ba ya. Mahama ko demika ko twere coding de be because now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say ya ba be training kura 1 million in digital skills. And you can't digital skills and go for to and mabuna baga no mo yo adwuma ni obi use IT. And skill no maybe to say I'm an iPhone the cramming. What if my iPhone come out maybe only 20 years and they will be used no be utilizing the year for so. Yeah, the answer the call. But they
send the WhatsApp message.
Asa crowd what you get it but you get them crowd mun skills are obetimi use so ade we dey make gains. O man adwuma crowd adwuma foforo ma onye. And na Mahama ka so be coders na ye ka say coders na ye ya mutu. Ade President Mahama ontumi nyeye ade oboko position dada 24-hour economy. When we had given free education to Nkra, Sahabre na about 2024 no mawie university no. What we failed to do is say we did not articulate any plan for them and your future. I'm on the free education. Now our free education were graduate. They are one name. And so then NDC deceived them with 24-hour economy. They believed them and voted for them. They sit there. And that is what is taking them to a position. But Opo Binsua, Omatena no Asempen. Bibi into a man year near, a woman who says, Papa, we ask no woman and I no cry. And then they will be a kind of fro. And to say the party's electoral area coordinators, no, Mona Mobile, the welfare officers for the party within the electoral areas. So that when a man is a chill man, no money here, move out of the diano, party for Sabakabi. And you are the reps on the ground. One of my first uncle in a database, and Obamia or say, and that's will be back of studio. My name is Honorable Mamma to me, a panama question with Sano. Form view of the child, never pack in a Japan picture. That's loan form, and very dependent on. And I depend on Tonko Bank and Bank of Ghana, a commercial bank for logo. And you know, okay, DB, a new logo. It's an independent, the 80 forms, and I said, I was saying, I'll call Jeffrey. Bank lawyer, you know, be terms and conditions in a way. It is done. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, what we need to know your data. Do you exist? Do we know you? Do we know what you are doing for the party? Into a campaign of Jinaho. Or far form no schools are constituency, no police station, but no about chairman would no abom fear what do phone number no actually say we already have the data. They can say the be Juma Bema party for Muhammad. And so having spoken to the country at large, 276 constituencies, message I would number somehow waka. Okrofo who say yes, we na nipa on your politics keke no can okre. Frida kuma mu, frida he speaks ah. Who say somehow can no enye say makok drag ne say me ko twa ntro na mem nipa agematum. And so Baumia is the only politician one na machale aduma na edin o.
Ade.
He is not carried away by euphoria.
Onchantro.
Euphoria on say message a me de na say na me Baumia na me ko campaign. Me be drew asokwa. Me say de mo aboaje me so no ana say me hu say fans no ho a. Me message a me de na me nka no into. I'll move along with the crowd. I'll carry you. Baumia is not a political demagogue. He's not able to study the emotions keke to win the house of the people. He give you the message. Said the one junior one analyze here who say, oh, yeah, be ye. Oh, yeah, be ye. This is doable. This is what we want to do. And to me, can no prepare because me bar. It is my commitment. It is my pledge. And to Okacho say, if given the opportunity, we have over 7,000 appointments. We have 276 constituencies. The least that every constituency must get is 10. Maybe at the Akano. Be consideration be constituency be on obenya biabro so because of volume numbers population or near there. Okay, but oh my NDC by this na ye boma hama about an appointment or there. Within this region. A region my NDC for almost 700,000. Appointment or there ma. Any regional basis say my appointment at the highest CEOs ministers say onya more than 10 and 15. But do you see how we have hailed him? Because Mabruna no wabon tell mo kasana na microphone mo TV so mo nya bi. And once they get it appears to say wa mo bia bi. But go to constituencies the nipa ba ko mi no mo nya bi na. They be do mo get no mo sanso party for ni nyina so.
Okay.
And so say me constituency man po am nipa 10 appointment. Me po asem kra as a party person wo beja na aka no bi po asem so wo ahia de a wo nya me anka nche me abenyu bi aka kire.
That's right.
And one day so me come ye were 10. Let's say suta for 10 dia sector any mampo no. Mampo ni hia mo amensa to mensa ni pot no ofrin suta.
So beka.
Ono so hia bi oto so gradually sa apathy I building wo nipa mu. E ma dru ba nipa nto abane ade no sa na ma we nyina this is policy e be eliminate. Now to talk about why we lost massively. Yeah, now for friends say election 2024 was lost because of 2024. No. It started from 2014. It started say police station elections. On say 2009 and the first time I increase your population your police station executive from 1 to 5.
That's right.
2009. It never who na so near 2014 so people who wanted to protect their parliamentary seats in here. I want to say, "Sure, dear friend of mafia." Who free my win in 2016 massively. We did not pay attention to the and then 2020, before 2020, like 2018, another polling station election. Yes, I repeat it, and the results started show in 2020 say things were not right. And we did not give attention to it anyway. And 2022, year the worst of it. Na MPP mo no obi bo mafia na se obufu na akoka o so be kokra NDC. And so we drive our members away. Or no one. And then we are rehearsal we say we catch us say you to know NDC. We are more can be. But oko your party no your papa na na no bi no start your party adwuma sa from the year 1992 obi ankɔhwɛ omo da. And no what ho no na first do your sacrifice okofa young person bi so obeto aba ma parliamentary no wa be yi papa no ma na sin chance be kasade kra na yanka bi anche no na no a na ne ba na akofa ne ba no ene ono party adwuma kakra na o ye no so fridge eso TV kofie o se me ma me papa no mo koso nto aba o mo fa DJ na mo de ye party adwuma no koso tra ho. People are not speaking to people.
Okay.
It is true said the youth population is increasing. But if you want to replace him, papa, so we must use the right approach
Okay.
Say any nipa kasati says a wona abani wona na na die suma wo mo na adwuma na wo ye no mo nyɛ den so that the youth will also feel say you involve wo.
Okay.
So that by our moon look elsewhere. But sadly, we know that party organization is what we lacked. Man, the party they disappointed a candidate. The party itself was chasing government. And not power. Party executive, that's what I'm going my own prefanti. They won't talk for you. They will not talk for you. And to be sorry, no boss, party didn't say a birthday. And I emphasize again, say, in the Pabia ni Ghana, what the president, just a political party in the local. Because Rawlings could not force Mills as a president on Ghanaians in 2000 because then the party for friends said Swedro declaration was not in order. I know Pentoman support to a man to me. Go did everything, but because of 2007 fallouts from Legon, managing the Yenti, a Kakete still a Kufuor any president. When Mahama lost 2016 elections, he blamed it on a lame horse, which was the party. I know dear anymore, it's a party, none of day. In 2024, the irony of it is that Obi no Tiasa for 2016, doom so good coast to a man to Abatia Mahama in 2020 because NDC has branded itself, voted for NDC, or friends said Mahama can be the president, or friends or to Abama NDC. And so when your party becomes weaker, that is when you suffer a loss. Then the drew the candidate don't want to mean swap party kakrakano.
That's right.
And Franco Abemo. And Untia Bessere, maybe I do say Siano. Jessica Abato. The chance I won. They say I'm a tell who's a Mefako, be woman organized a bit after me. The candidate TV. I dance as so quite see as what the 200 and more Abba. A so called central we over check it over Ninano and to Abba, a chum after Saturday. Obi ma 1,000 cities. I may you have 1,000 pyramid boys equal catfish. You need to so what next? Are we coming to power? Are we going to better our lives after 2028 election? And only baby I'm face a party for here or some pano so wakatia or musha mamud be me anymore. Almost so buy and but for the past 17 years or buy or murder. On show signs say a man that you man I fed the mamud be me as I come home because my bread. On number 7 or young when I was a board nibiano. Asante for mo na mo ka mo sinya me ne pra no na nsema ya ka go no so wonder say intro number 1 intro number 2 intro number 3 intro number 1 ba ko ne say ya say o mo de ko me ba ya no me ya man prusi ni ntimi antumi ani ya power ma nya man prusi kusase boku o se ko fo wa nya akufo ado wa nya adubo ahia diba wood ba umia ma nya enya man prusi de mum de o ne say o mo nyina no Omanhene bi ni city ni ade mo makonya no mo de tumi ne bre party no gidi say Nyankopon no a kofo ba first one na wani nkunu hunu mo bode ne ba ye no say nyame na dubu kofo ado bode ne ba na me gidi say nyame no say mo de me ba na say me ye adwuma de na mo ta machi wo kuru ye mu a ye be di nkunu. It is the reason why obi come ya me nkan bi. It is the reason why me pentokwa because me nim say so mo shema no nya me da say me tumi di nipa ni nyina ba together. There yeah adwuma kwaje to me. My friend says that posture alone is enough. And that what did I know can dey ni su dead is ampa you be a pass of dear or bread no ase. Now you be our dinner party in Ghana ho. Or no my friend say me dem to ababa no. Tie best sika de me nim do be ade be bro bi ka sika hwan but me say abato de nya da bia na to because of the enya. Now I have always also believed that the MPP delegates obi obaka cho say the Sikato MPP delegate, we are in politics. The MPP delegate, two man of phone, we know one for message, twice man can want by January 20. I don't think I say MPP for you, but you see, because I be Sikan Toma doing just like that.
Okay.
But so all the phone, Ibana will be friends of phone or sombo. Now, can't some turn a commercial just say the ultimate you can deliver, you are the person they vote for. And okay. Pompa yes, Rubia. Last one, I may add 1 minute. Yes, will be themselves or about 1 time and come and control about himself or 12 to man. And 12 will be delivered the crown out here and Moema. Over connect to about Pahona 1 to be a survey. But so I will go a more control and if I cross a moment or so by ya, or 2 we are still a moment of or vote to non stop Mumono. I mean, shall we be a young team in comment bento and so on Pessoa to general on Tenenka. Whatever was not time that's
strategy.
Election
shenanigans.
Yes.
That is Kaka, with our CP.
Yes, with us.
And I mean, your birthday quickly in Pejayemo. And ye Ernest Akosa Esquire, a private legal practitioner in Accra. Ernest Akosa and they were what that.
Is that the Takra?
And that's one cry. But I remember the Obafia. You'll be joining us here on Saturday. You'll be joining us. Afe Stephen Manyabi, aka Cantona, manager of Ojakayi Natural Water. And then so Eyawawoda, Stephen Manyabi, Mankranso, Albert, and the entire staff of Ojakayi Ventures. Some of my trinkwa. Kwabran Safwa, from your friends at Owia TV. Hey, Safwa. You're my trinkwa. Madam Doris Ofori, Kwabranemo, Education Director of Achima Kwanguma District. Asumedu Dakwasuwa of Kesman says this. I was your former demo, see how no more. Your damunina said, there be a Owia TV about Munchaya, Maji and Fesso. Or don't do me an eye, China. Ye did you made him for Friday special bebremo. They mum, maybe down no pa. Acha non son DNA at Nasi. Sa kopem say, Omuwa kopeja de wodi kind on sa. And to stay with us. And pennyfo kukudam, ni aton sa afre wom say, Omume kan ho. Na memne dano. Ye ni juma soan eti sei. Bigidi say, when you beje say obe kan ho. Reverend Justice Opoku Mensa, Ebra Bofa, Otenenka, Doctor Owusu Ansa, Political Science, History and Political Science Lecturer, KNUST. Afei, Dr. Solomon Kwatin Foko, Business Development Manager, Kumasi Technical Institute, and a lawyer Akosa, our non so, and the wedding birthday. And any company for baby so ever kind home. Yami, I don't remember that all the correspondents are being coordinated by the news editor. Kwekwa Santieboa. Yabuama and the news team will be in town. We'll be bringing you all the highlights, all the details. So your place, Election House, we are TV. We'll be bringing you the MPP primaries on the 31st. Na near Umbetu Francano, Yapejano. No. Is it going to be the spiritual or data? Stay with us. Adum Dumienia,